I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. Soul bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I see y'all looking. Y'all like, yo, where the Bears go? Yeah, I'm kind of working on Studio G. You know what I mean? I'm working on Studio G, trying to make some changes. But first, welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? White Falcon. The original DSJ is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's happening? Chuck Allen is in the building. The original DSJ is in the building. What's good? Coach Falcon says trade Julius. Nah, bro. You ain't trade no Julius. Julius our guy. Julius is our mans. Robert Pye is in the building. What's good? Me and Robert Pye got some tech issues. Trying to figure out what's going on, but we good. Look like we Gucci now. We Gucci. So Eli M is in the building. What's good? What's good? So I want to talk about the roster. This blank space behind me feel kind of weird. I got to put something up back there, bro. I got to put something up, and I got a treat. I have a treat for y'all. Right? So recently I got into like the poster game. I went to my son's apartment, man, and he had posters up, and I was like, yo, that's fly, son. Like, yeah, I know it, Pops. I know it. And so he kind of just like me in a way, like walk and talk and do stuff, right? Yeah, Robert Parr. Yeah, so I got a secret one I'm bringing. Right? I didn't order it yet, but I'm bringing it. It's a secret weapon. It ain't like what everybody else got. I see everybody. Yo, Frederick is in the building. John Bino 59 was good. I got a secret one coming in. Got a secret one coming in. You know what I mean? Got me a little something. Something ain't everybody else got. I'm not getting the Knicks joint that everybody else got. You know, the banner or the dump poster, the Starks dump poster. I ain't doing that. I got something else. A mind blower. When I saw it, I was like, So I'm gonna fix up Studio G, right? I'm gonna fix up Studio G. Gonna get Studio G kind of good to go. Gonna put some stuff over there. Put some stuff over here. I got to get it set up to be 2K ready. Hard Will is in the building. What's good? Jermaine Royster was good. Yeah. Jermaine Royster's in the building. Freezy was good, my brother. Day off today. Big bro love the new grad. Yeah. We trying to do our thing. Yo, we trying to do our thing, man. We trying to tighten up. I'm gonna have a team meeting. DSJ, I need for you to be in a team meeting, man. We gotta have a team meeting, bro. We gotta have a team meeting. I hit some people up last night. I didn't hit up everybody, but I need for the original DSJ, right? Yeah, appreciate you, bro. I'm trying to do a little something. Something, man. You know what I mean? Robert Paul says the thumbnail brought me here. Hey, we stepping up the thumbnail game. Wapo all the time was good. We stepping up everything. Hey, can y'all see that's the George Gervin poster back there? Y'all see that? How y'all know that's the George Gervin poster? Room for a Rock was good. Yo, hey, Hard Will. Hey, listen, man, we trying to do our thing, bro. We want you to come on more often. We didn't know you was that good until but then again, though, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. So shout out to Jermaine Royce. He says, I have teacher's eyes. Right. Yeah, man. So shout out to Hardwell, man. I'll be watching y'all joint, man, for real. I watch y'all joint and yo, y'all hit cats with facts and perspective. The perspective is what I like. You know what I mean? The perspective is what I like, because everybody's not going to agree, but you still have to find a way to elaborate on your point without saying, feel me? You feel me? Nah, he just good. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I like Hardwell because Hardwell elaborate on his point and make you understand where he's coming from. Chef NYK is in the building. What's good? Andre Bryant is up in here. Bim. So here's the thing. So I'm doing some things in Studio G. This is the room that I call it, Studio G. This is what I call it, man. I got some stuff I want to do in here. I noticed that other Knicks content creators have like certain setups and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, drip more! Cuts, Kicks, and Knicks. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, Chris, what's good? Fiddy wins. You heard him. Fiddy. That's how many games you gonna win this year? 50. Book it. Book it. At least. So just to finish up on Studio G, I'm making it more of a culture space, right? I'm making it more of a culture space Like if you like the Knicks, if you like hip hop, because the coup d'etat because I got some dope posters. I ain't gonna tell y'all what's coming, but I'll tell you this one that I got and I was so proud. So anybody that love hip hop can remember, or people that appreciate hip hop can remember the day Illmatic dropped, right? And the album cover of Illmatic. I was like, yo, that's dope. Yes, I got the Illmatic poster coming. I got to have it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I got to have it. I got to have it. And shout out to one of the greatest to ever do it, Nasty Nas. When I saw the Illmatic joint, I was like, I gotta have this. I gotta have this because I'm getting a lot of I got a lot of Knicks stuff coming, but I also have a lot of basketball and culture stuff coming. Right? A lot of like back here, the poster that y'all see, it came in already. You know what I mean? 18 Blaze was good. Gardner Knicks, Tone Woo's in the building was good. Was good. Shout out to Tone Woo. Tone Woo was good. Sub 209 is in the building. Soul Finger is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed, untarnished, untested champion of the world, Soul Finger. What's good? What's good? Sin Miz is in the building. Uh-oh, it's a family reunion now. Sin Miz is in the building. What's good? What's good? Sin Miz. Sin Miz, that's gang. Hey. It's my guy. Sin Miz in the building. So, I was looking for some joints to kind of decorate in here because the teddy bear thing, even though I like the bears, the bears have its own story, right? The bears, it's a thing. Every time I mess something up, I just be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Miss Moke, I've been trying to explain it. Here, just take this. And be like an oversized bear. Because you can only buy so much jewelry, and then after a while, you like, you know what I'm saying? There's no need mean that, but you buy something like that, you know it's coming from a place. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm gonna keep the bears around. We're gonna do something with them, you know. But I got an exciting announcement to make. Aside from the revamping of Studio G, which is ongoing, part of the reason why we weren't here kind of yesterday, whatever, a lot of stuff going on. But Cully, yes, the R&B sensation Cully is going to be taking on Thursday nights, the Knicks at Night podcast full time. So I wanted to announce that Cully just hit me. He was like, yo, I'm taking Thursdays. And I was like, yo, okay. Knicks at Night podcast will be hosted by R&B sensation Cully on Thursday nights going forward. So Sub says or asks, do you buy bears because you're a Chicago fan? No, I buy those like every time me and Miss Mocha have an argument. It'll be like maybe she wanted chicken for dinner and I wanted fish, and we just be beefing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no, you crazy. No, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Something. And I'm like, listen, hey, baby, listen. I'm sorry. We shouldn't even be arguing over a mess like this because we passed that. You know what I'm saying? So here, take this big oversized teddy bear as my apology, right? And so we have a lot of bears, if you get my drift. You know what I'm saying? Man, Tone Wu in the building. What's good? Charles Turner, what's good? What's good? So I'm excited about that announcement. Cully will be hosting the Knicks at Night podcast going forward on Thursday nights. We excited about that. Man, y'all make sure that y'all support my man Cully. Right? Support, man. Make sure y'all support my man Cully. Oh, man. Just got hit up by just got a response from an entertainer. So I asked him about coming on and sitting visiting with us. And of course, he coming through probably closer to whenever the season started, whatever. So we're gonna have some guests, man. We're trying to line up some guests for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do some new things. The tech, in case y'all hadn't noticed, the tech is getting better. So we getting better and better, and man, listen, we about to get lit here, right? We like the soul food place. We the mom and pop place of Knicks Universe. You know what I'm saying? We got minimal resources, but we go hard. Right? But we go hard. And Sub also. I forgot my man. So Sub joined the Knicks at Night podcast last Thursday. Had a good time. Man, I had a great time listening to Sub, man. And for those that don't, Sub is Subliminal 209. Sub is Subliminal 209. Right? Man, Sub was dope on the joint last week. Fire. Him, City, and Cully together. To me, I think that's like dope. It's balanced. It's balanced there. It's balanced in that. They dope. DSJ bugging out. He's like, nah, man. Oh, hey, just real quick. I want to show everybody something. Just real quick, man. I ain't gonna spam y'all to death with commercials or nothing. I just want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all this. Check this out. BIM tonight at 7:30. Knicks freestyle. Tonight at 7:30. Knicks freestyle. BIM. Chop Low is in the building. It was good. Chop Low was good. What's good, Chop? Hey, for those that don't know, Chop is my brother. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it on the low because Chop is rich and got all the money and the family support and all the good looks, and I ain't got nothing. I'm out here struggling on my own. I'm a grinder though. You know what I'm saying? It's me against the world. I ain't giving up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? shout out to my brother Chop Low with all the money and all the cars. Shout out to Chop. Yeah, man. Chop got the bid going, man. I just can't do. I be wanting to go. Listen, man. I work with my hands. I be outside, man. I be wanting to go full. But I can't because I got some professional stuff that require me to tighten up. So yeah, man. But if not, bruh. So, but anyway, how about we get to this? How about we get to this? How about we look at this Knicks roster? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How about we get to this Knicks roster? Hey, Jay Boogie is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, one of the GOATs of this Knicks universe. Jay Boogie sent me a snippet of something the other day. Ooh-wee. Now, I can't share it, but I sure can talk about it a little bit. Jay Boogie, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You need to get your hand slapped for that. Jay Boogie, you need to get put on punishment for that, Jay Boogie. But listen, when you share it with the world gonna say the same thing for sure. For sure. Savage NYC is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, man, for sure. Beard Gang is in the building. Beard Gang is in, and when listen, when I can stop doing it, look, if Blorange tears blow up and we got like 1 million or so subs, and I don't have to go talk to the man no more, bruh, I'm letting everything grow. Bruh, everything. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. So I'm excited about us revamping Studio G. You know what I'm saying? Excited about Cully sub being on the Knicks at Night podcast on Thursday nights, right? Of course, you know Friday nights and Saturday nights is mine. That's mine. That's my night to shine, bro. That's my night to come in here and rock with y'all. Hey, Chris B, you can come on. Come on. Chris B, come on. Bro, that's how we all started. We all started in the chat. We all started it in, bruh, look, we all started, man, look. Hey, DSJ, when DSJ started jumping on the screen, they was like, yo, Uncle Freezy, how you got DSJ to jump on the joint? I was like, I don't know, bro. He don't jump on nobody joint, but he on yours. Hey, bro, listen. It's a family affair up here, bro. Listen. Ain't one person bigger than the other. You know what I'm saying? All we trying to do is just get up here, talk that talk that Knicks fans like to hear. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 10 times 10. Talk these Knicks. Keep it 10 times 10. That's it. You know what I mean? So we revamping Studio G. I'm gonna put some stuff up on the wall back here. Some stuff coming, man. I wish I could tell y'all what it is, but I would rather for it to be a surprise. I want to whip it out, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But the one thing I can't tell y'all about is y'all see one joint I got back there. You know what I'm saying? Over this shoulder back here. Y'all see that. Y'all know I ain't playing. This ain't no game. We stepping up for real. You know what I'm saying? Stepping it up for real. But look, got some other stuff coming. Y'all gonna be excited. Y'all gonna be like, that's dope. That's dope. But that Illmatic joint coming, yo, that's gonna be fire. Pudge Nice is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the chat superstar, Pudge Nice. Y'all gonna mess around. Y'all gonna mess around and have me doing y'all voicemail messages. Y'all mess around and have me doing. Y'all mess around and have me doing voicemail messages. Hey, Uncle Freezy, can you say this in your Uncle Freezy voice for my voicemail message? Yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, we got some stuff going on, man. Cully on Thursday nights, that's gonna be fire. Cully, Sub City, y'all already know that's gonna be dope. Y'all already know that's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But here, let's do this. Let's transition away from like the salutations and all of that stuff. Y'all know how I feel about y'all, man. Y'all ain't never got to question nothing. Y'all ain't never got to question nothing. Y'all ain't got to question like, yo, Uncle Freezy ain't been here in a couple days. You know, he ain't doing. Nah, if I ain't show up, something happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't see me, something happened. Because I'm coming to kick it with y'all. I'm coming to kick it with my family. I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? Even if you be like, yo, but the show said 10:30 and it's 10:37. No, bro. Trust. I'm on the way to come kick it with my family. You know what I'm saying? Nick, this is a Knicks fan forever. Right? So, but listen, let me do this. Let me do this. How y'all feel about y'all roster? Or I keep forgetting. I speak a certain way. So when I say roster, people are like, you mean a collection of names or a Rastafarian? No, roster. How do you feel about your roster? I know I say roster. I'm from New Jersey. I talk funny. I talk hard. I talk hard and funny. So Pudge Knight says the roster not all that. Pyong. Soulfinger says, Mavs turned my hot take into a Stephen A. and Max take. Frank was in talks with the Hong Kong Hustlers. Man, they probably would have cut. No, I'm just playing. I ain't get ready to do that to Frank. I ain't ready to hate on Frank. Let me do this though. I'm gonna throw this link in the chat. Hey, one of these days, too. Knicks Universe. One of these days, Knicks Universe is gonna see Uncle Freezy and Tone Wu on the same screen at the same time. One of these days, the Knicks Nation, and they deserve it, they're gonna see Uncle Freezy and Tone Wu on the same screen at the same time. One of these days, it's gonna blow people away. Because I think people are starting to think that me and Tone Wu are the same person. They're like, you don't never see them in the same place at the same time. But yeah, man, tell me how y'all feel about this roster. How y'all feel about point guard depth? Right? So at point guard, you have Kemba, Derrick Rose, Miles McBride with a sprinkling of Emmanuel Quickly, maybe some Alec Burks, maybe. Yeah. But at the two, you got Evan Fournier, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ. At small forward, you definitely gonna see some RJ, Burks, Fournier. At the three, some RJ, Burks, Fournier, Knox, maybe some Grimes. All right. So at the point guard position, I think we have the best point guard situation in the NBA. Right? I think we got the best point guard situation in the NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, Put your hands together for the international superstar, Soul Finger.
What's good, Unc? What's good?
Hey, you are free to use that as your voicemail message, man, if you like.
Word.
Yeah, man. How you doing this morning?
Oh man, I can't complain. Hey, on the clock. I start my work day at 6, and I ain't right unless I get get this good Knicks talk first thing in the morning. I can that's a good thing about working from home. Bad thing is I'm working from home.
Working from home. Yes, I know what you mean. And so I used to work from home because I used to commute about an hour and a half to work every day, and occasionally I just work from home, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a people person, so I didn't like it. I don't like working from home, bro.
See, and that was the thing at first. I didn't like it for the most part because I like to try to go hit the gym when I get off work. It was just convenient. Hit the gym, go pick the kids up, and come back to the crib. Got everything done. Now it's like I'm in the house and I can't complain because I'm saving on gas. I don't have to get all dressed up and nothing like that.
Right.
So
saving on food. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. The money I used to spend on food, traveling.
Oh man, gas. Look, I don't have to work like my man Cornerstone had to rock a good shirt and all like that.
Yeah.
Man, look, I get up, clean myself up, jump into a t-shirt, some shorts, or when it get cold, throw on my sweats and look like a bum.
Yeah. Bummy jab. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Bro, I that's the part that I love. Cause that's the part that I love. Bummy jab. Just straight up jogging pants, t-shirt.
I'm telling you, look, I was up there shopping. I'm shopping online, looking like, man, I need some sweats. I'm running out of sweats.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But things are what they are, man. The thing, working from home thing, everything will work itself out eventually. We just got to be patient, stay the course with some stuff.
It is.
But how do you feel about this roster?
You know what? I like our roster, but it's not complete. It's nowhere near being complete. And I saw what Tone put in there about a 7.5 to 8, and I agree with him. But I'm also, as I put in the chat, I'm still rolling with GI, what he said. We need that wing. I really do think we need that wing, that athletic, long wing. I mean, RJ can play D and all like that, but myself personally, I'm more comfortable if we had a 6'8", 6'9" wing. Somebody can get up on some of these other small forwards. I don't see Obi. There's been a lot of talk of us possibly moving Obi to the 3, but I just can't see it because Obi doesn't have that foot speed yet. I mean, and I'm not gonna say he probably couldn't do it, but right now, no. Because we still got to figure out where Obi's gonna fall in and how his minutes gonna get carved out. Because I'm praying to everything holy on God's green creation that Obi takes minutes, helps with reducing Randall's minutes, so we won't be overplaying them. I like the point guards, even though we have point guards with knee issues and everything, but it's all good. You can manage the time, and that's how I see Deuce getting more time. There's going to be more leaning on Deuce and IQ, and then like you said, we got Burks, who at times he's closed games out for us in the fourth and won us games in the fourth. So we're in a good position, and it's like I was saying, it's like we're like a crock pot. We're cooking everything. It's taking its time, so we just got to be patient.
Yeah, I feel you. I think we are a little bit too nervous about this roster construction because we hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's the unknown.
Yeah. Now, once we see it, we'll understand that the way it's built fits what Tibbs wants to do offensively.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing about that. Tibbs' offensive system, and he wants to have guards and ball handlers that penetrate the defense, get 2 feet in the paint, and then if the shot's there, take it, or look for 3-point shooters or lobs. Now, that's oversimplifying what Tibbs wants to do. But when you look at a roster that is built around dribble, drive, penetration, ball handling, and 3-point shooting, I think if once you look at that in itself, then I think you could see why they built the roster the way they did.
Yeah, definitely.
Because RJ Barrett, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead, because you on the roll.
Because what I was gonna say is RJ Barrett can get to the basket. People criticize RJ. Oh, he's too slow. He's not athletic. He's not this. He's not that. But the one thing he is a guy that can get to the basket anytime he wants. Right?
Definitely.
You know, he ain't gonna jump over nobody and dunk on nobody's head. Oh, he don't have no razor sharp floater game. You know what I'm saying? None of that yet. But you can't stop him from getting to the basket.
Well,
right?
and you said that, and you hit the nail on the head. You said something like I said. I'm a channel one of Uncle Ron's. Shout out to man. That struck something with me. You saying because if you look at it, RJ gets a lot of media hate and gets pushed down, pushed to the backside. Right. Because he doesn't jump over everybody. He's not high flying and all this and that. The man plays bully ball. He has a solid physical game. I mean, I like RJ's game. I like to have a guard / small forward, whichever way you want to roll RJ. You know, I like that bully ball. We need to bring that back because the way he plays, that's Knicks ball. That's physical ball. Right. It's not all soft and pretty. I mean, yeah, the high fly is good, but I want somebody to get down in there. And with time, people gotta understand, this is RJ's third season, his third year. His first season was cut short. And for him to accelerate to where he is now in a shortened season, you know, that should have had to give you a pause, you know, a cause to pause because he accelerated the way he has. And a lot of that has to deal with what Randall has done. By Randall accelerating, he forced the rest of the team to accelerate and get their game together. I can't be in my bag deep down in that bad boy getting the French fries and you not in yours. You know, everybody got to get the weight up.
Right. Hey, and so the thing with RJ and Randall and Rose and Walker and Fournier and Burks and Quickly is they can all get to the basket when they want. They all have a good offensive arsenal. But they can also be a threat when you kick that ball out to him to be the secondary ball handler.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? See, last year and the year before last, Randall would be in a situation where he kick it out, and he was kicking it out to Mo Harkless, Bobby Portis, who else? Reggie Bullock, Alfred Payton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and two of those guys we already know. Them cats couldn't they can't hit elephant in the backside with Iron Boy for real. With heat-seeking missiles and laser scopes. They just weren't gonna happen.
And a running start.
You know, it was bad. It was bad with them. I like, you know what? I'm probably one of the few that did like Bobby Portis. I like Bobby Portis. Out of those guys, he was one that I wish we could have held on to. I knew it was a money thing when it came down to it, you know. But then too, they already had what they wanted to have in place. And also,
my deal is, do you keep Portis or Obi?
See, and that's the thing.
In the short run, you keep Portis.
Yeah.
In the long run, you got to keep
keep Obi.
Yeah.
So that was the conundrum you had right there, and also it was the money, and they knew the direction they were going. Bobby didn't fit in, with the direction, and he played and he embodied. He played hard for us. He came out there and put it on the floor, but he didn't have the right coach either that knew how to get everything out. So he goes to a defensive mind type coach. You know, I would put their coach.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I'll be right back, man. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah. But I would put him in the ilk of Tibbs, the coach he was with. So I mean, it's one of them things. So well, since I'm on solo dolo on here, waiting for Unc Freeze to get back, you know, we just need to stay patient with it. That's all we got to do, Knicks Nation. Go out here and see what we're gonna do, because the moves are not done. This thing is cooking up like a crock pot, and it's being cooked slowly. And you know, shout out Andre Bryant. Yeah, you're right. You know, it would have been a different thing, but I think with Leon taking over, he had in mind something what he wanted to do, especially having his eye on Obi the way he was. Obi did put out some good numbers. His numbers were real high during college, winning the awards that he's won. So you're looking at him, and as the scouts were saying, he was the most NBA ready. He's but coming in, what Tibbs needed or what he's looking for, he wasn't. He had, and breaking him down the way they broke him to build him back up, it's the best way, because it got out there. It was exposed that Obi's defense wasn't the best. He's come away. I'm going to say a long way, because I haven't seen him on the court. Summer league is against some guys trying to make it, and a lot of rookies guys on this level. He hasn't gone up into a top higher echelon of player yet, but we'll see how that goes. But I was a Bobby Portis, Bobby P supporter. I like Old Crazy Eyes. He remind me those eyes remind me of Kurt Thomas. For those that remember Kurt Thomas, the original, well, he wasn't the original Crazy Eyes we had, but one of the second coming of Crazy Eyes in New York. Other thing too, we got to look out. I would say Knox is a what we're gonna do with Kevin Knox. GI, salute GI. What's going down, homeboy? You know, I'm still I'm still riding with you on that wing, what you were talking about. Somebody else put in the chat, we need a 6'8", 6'9", small forward / power forward. We need somebody that's long, that can kind of stretch and give these bigger, faster wings problems. So, hey, Subliminal 209. We got to give him a chance. I'm still willing to give. I like Obi. It's just that he's more of a tweener. He plays power forward, but he's built like somewhat like a he's built like a small forward. I mean, he's got the length, but he just doesn't have that mobility to go to the wing. That's the thing with Obi. It just depends on where you put him, how you work him. But in time, that in time will tell. He's going into his second season, so we'll see how that goes down. So, but like you said, GI, that 6'9" wing, we need bad, man. We need it bad as somebody with hemorrhoids, no preparation H, man. We hurting without that. I do believe. It's just my spidey sense is going off on that. And don't get me wrong, I like what we have, but it's going to be situations that if we had that wing, we had that longer wing to come out there and help change up some shots and get up on somebody that we don't have. And so you're gonna have to mix and match, and it goes to the defensive how we scheme things as well. So we'll see. I mean, I like what we got, like I said. So, and yeah, he's 24, but you know, we gotta let's look back and in time or how things have gone with the draft. Before, you wanted the older players because they were seasoned and everything else, they knew how to play. And part of the reason that there are they do pick up certain bad habits at that age. Then you get the younger guys that are really immature. Obi coming to the NBA was a shock for him in a sense. He's out there, he was out jumping a lot of cats in college, and some cats were faster. But you got up here to the NBA, you seeing cats that's really they jumping, they running. So in time they get them Tibbs to get them right. I honestly and truly believe that Tibbs will get Obi right. It's just that how we're going to use Obi, where we're going to use Obi, because I see Randall. He may not score as many points, but I see his game elevating, especially more or less the way of his basketball IQ. See, hey Robert Parr, I'm with you right there. I like Aubrey. I wanted KO. I really did. That was one of the guys I was hoping we were going to take a look at, bring in, but he wound up going to Charlotte. So that's somebody we're gonna have to deal with on the night. A lot of people were looking at what happened with him in Golden State, and the Golden State Kelly Oubre wasn't the right Kelly Oubre. The Washington, the Wizards, I'm about to say the Bullets. The Wizards Kelly Oubre was the one. Hey, yeah, the Wizards was the one. The Wizards and the Phoenix Suns Kelly Oubre is the one I'm looking at. Golden State brought him in as a knee-jerk reaction because they didn't have Clay and all the other injuries. So they robbing Peter to pay Paul, and they threw my man in a situation that he didn't fit in. He was the wrong ingredient to that gumbo. He just didn't fit.
Yeah. Okay. He did improve. He did improve during the season, though.
Yeah, he did. He started off slow.
Yeah. You threw him in on the fly, learning the system. That probably needs about 2 years or so to get used to. He got 1 year. You know what I'm saying? He was a disappointment early on, but the thing about him is you can't say that the cat did not continuously get better.
Yeah, and see, this is the thing though. They wanted him to be. I think a lot of people wanted him to be like Clay. You can't let somebody look. Jordan. There's only one. There's only going to be one Michael Jordan. There's only going to be one Kobe Bryant.
Right.
It's going to be only one Clay. If I bring Freezy to the team, I want Freezy to play Freezy game. I don't want Freezy. Right. I don't want Freezy to play GI's game. I want you to play your game, but we'll fit you in. You know, we got to work you into our system. But
that's the reason why we brought you here.
Yeah, we brought you in to play your game. We don't want you to be GI, and that's why I see that a lot of the problem went wrong. They went sideways on that, man. It didn't make sense. So people, he's not that good and all that. Now Kelly Oubre he's nice. He's nice. Right. He's good. I wanted him.
Right. So what does a Oubre bring to? What do you think Oubre brings to our situations are different. The Golden State situation is one thing. Our situation is another. Yeah. Golden State situation is they had a whole bunch of young guys, scrap pieces. Basically they were the island of misfit toys except for Draymond and Steph, right? And then they had one prize rookie. But all them other Mark Mulder, you thought that was a cat from the X-Files. You don't know who that is.
I mean, really? Yeah, I mean, for real.
All them dudes they had, you ain't know who those dudes were. I mean, things are what they are, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are what they are.
I see you got the closer in here with us. The one often imitated, never duplicated. J to the B to the O to the O to the G to the I to the E is Boogie.
Word up.
Boogie.
For sure.
Word up. Hey, yo, man, shout out to y'all brothers, man. How y'all brothers doing this morning, man? My young brother Freezy, man. Got my young brother Soul Finger, a.k.a. the young E40. Let me explain something to y'all in the chat. Shout out to y'all, too, in the chat. Y'all great people in the chats, man. A lot of y'all in the chat are just like us, right on the screen, right with us at the same time. When y'all see the young E40 Soul Finger right there come aboard, that means we in San Diego, y'all. That's how worldwide we are as far as this Knick thing. We don't know who gonna be up here. You don't know where they gonna be from. You know what I'm saying? It's just the Knicks travel just like that, man. Straight like that, man. Just like
straight like that.
BIM, man. The BIM show come on tonight, man. Matter of fact, you know what? And you got that BIM co-written, man? Because if they copyright, man, I'm gonna write a song about that song get sued, man. I need to take that BIM. BIM.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, when you hear somebody say BIM, nothing else follow, bro. That's like the way to bring your steak to the table. BIM. I don't need if the steak good. I don't need no steak sauce. If they stay good, man, I don't need none of that. It's Bim. Like when you hear Jay Boogie verse, Bim, cut the track.
And yeah, and you could have shared that, man. That's just that ain't nowhere near everything I got going on. And when I tell you, every bar is a New York Knicks punch line. That's what I'm bringing to the table. This is all New York Knicks talk.
Wow.
Every punch, every bar is a New York Knicks punch. I really went digging in the crates, digging in the history about everything. So what I'm talking about on this right here coming, I'm be honest with you, I'm gonna release it probably the last Thursday or Friday of the month, or the first Monday and Tuesday of next month, somewhere around that time.
Okay.
But y'all in the chats and on the podcast is gonna get first dibs about everything before we send it out to the world.
You doing a listening party?
Huh?
You doing a listening party? Because you come on, man. You know me already.
I probably am going to do a listening party, and I'm trying to figure out which way I'm going to go, because like all the podcasts, I'm a child of all the podcasts, but I do have a home base too.
Right.
So I don't know what he want to do. I know he in for it, but that man got 1,000,001 things, and like I told him, this right here needs special attention to it.
Right.
So I'm definitely going to get back at you, on that, because I would love for you to, you know what I'm saying, to do it.
Yeah. Real talk. Hey, let me shout out some people real quick. The G-Man for life is in the building.
Salute him.
Salute.
Hey,
Sergeant at Arms.
Shout out to Daniel Jones and Joe Judge. G-Man, man, you got a date this week, G-Man, in this fantasy football league. G-Man, man, you got. All I'm saying is guess who's coming to dinner? A naughty dreadlock. That's all I'm saying, G-Man. That's all I'm saying.
G-Man, you told me I was gonna lose my matchup too, G-Man.
Yeah. G-Man's been wrong about some stuff in fantasy football. He's gonna be wrong this week too. He's gonna be wrong this week.
And I'm getting ready to crush the Legion. I'm getting ready to knock his whole element of life out.
He can't even score. He has the best line about that. He can't even score.
Hey, guess who his highest scorer is on his team?
Who?
The place kicker.
Wow.
He might need to go back and do his own draft. Just draft in a room by himself. Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. Hey, man, come on, bro. I mean, come on, man. Hey, so T-Jack, salute, Hewlett Samuel. What's good? We see y'all in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. That's here live and that are watching this. That'll be watching this after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Jay Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Soul Finger is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see Soul Finger pop in the chat, I'll be thinking this old Public Enemy quote. So let me quote shout out to the great American poet Chuck D when he said, Flavor Flav is the son, Public Enemy, #1. Right? So I heard that, I was like, oh, look at that. That's dope. That's dope. So shout out to Chuck and all them guys. Jay Boogie, what's your inspiration for the joint? And don't tell me Knicks, bro. Don't just tell me Knicks, because I know Knicks inspires us to do a lot of stuff. But what was your main inspiration? Like, what got you fired up to do an entire project? You know what I'm saying? Projects are hard, bro. Projects are hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that you had enough stuff. But what would inspire somebody to commit a whole thing and have enough?
Be honest with you, it was the hate. It was the hate um against the Knicks. All the hate, from the famous talk shows and media and all that. The hate motivated me more than anything. That gave me the it made me want to be the voice and say things that I know people really wanted to say about our team, that's on our team, but professionally and respectfully wise, they don't. And salute to them for holding back. It gave me the opportunity to speak for them. So, like, I'm name clouting, I'm name chasing, I'm doing all that. You know,
Right.
yeah, that's where I'm at, and that motivated me first. Then second thing was I just love everybody, what I'm saying, that ever played or participated inside the New York Knicks organization. So that's where I'm at with that, man. I just love the New York Knicks whole situation, man. And when I say I'm a Knicks for life, that's what it is, man. You know, that we got a podcast on the stage that says Knicks for life, man. Every podcast has a saying so about the Knicks, man, and it just give me great pleasure to be a part of the New York Knicks family, the New York Knicks podcast family, the New York Knicks chat family. You know what I'm saying? It's us against all y'all doubters and haters.
Right.
You know,
Hey, don't that feel funny though? That we are so backed up into a corner, our backs so up against the wall. Hey, and Leslie Henry, I'm gonna get to the joint about John Wall. I'm gonna get to that. I gotta address the John Wall thing, but what I want to say is this: don't it feel funny for us to have our backs against the wall, like me against the world, in the biggest media market in the country? You know what I'm saying? The team that's worth the most money in the NBA and the fifth most overall, only behind the Yankees, the Dallas Cowboys, Real Madrid, and somebody else. I forgot. I forget who the other team is. But
ain't the Lakers like that too?
No, we worth twice as much as the Lakers, bro. And we don't even have we worth way more than the Lakers. We worth more than the Lakers and the Celtics put together. That's why it's a shame. And it's not an NBA list. This is the list that Forbes put out. The magazine Forbes, they put the list out every year, right? But the Knicks are worth more than the Lakers, and as a matter of fact, I think the Golden State Warriors are now worth more than the LA Lakers, bro.
Wow.
So, I have to pull up the list one of these days. You know what I'm saying? Pull up the list. But to me, it feels funny. We're in the odd space as Knicks fans to be worth the most, be so high profile, have the most loyal fan base of any NBA team. Jonathan Green was good. So we have the most loyal fan base of any NBA team, yet we feel like our backs are up against the wall. Right? We feel like our backs are up against the Johnny Davis, what's good? We feel like our backs are up against the wall because before this year, we had no expectations. Now we mess around and made the playoffs with a team that shouldn't have been there. And now people are saying, well, you can't do it again. You can't do it again. Right? And you say that to somebody from the New York tri-state area, tell them what they can and can't do. Their whole goal is to try to prove you wrong. That's what we do. You know. So what you think about that, Soulfinger?
Say it again. I got distracted on something real quick.
Yeah, man. With our back up against the wall, us being the most valuable franchise.
Mm-hmm. Our back against the wall, and you talking about as in the media and people taking pot shots at us?
Right. That's how I was gonna get to you.
See, this is the thing. it's like this. When you're on top, when you've been on top, you're gonna always have those. You know, you got things going. Cause let's look at it like this. You know, I let it be known. I've never been to New York, but everywhere you go, you know that New York is the mecca of ball. The Knicks is the premier team in New York. Granted, yeah, Brooklyn is there, but it's Knicks. When you say New York, you say Knicks. You don't say Nets. You don't say Brooklyn Nets. Even when we had horrible teams sucked, couldn't do nothing. The media, you know, they still selling out.
Yep.
So now you have the naysayers and haters. They're trying to put an extra spin on it because now you can't talk about what the Knicks are bringing to the table, the moves they're making, how the upward trajectory they got going. So now they got to come up with something. You got to do something, fellas, to get clickbait, to get clicks, and get paid. The thing about it is, when you are a big organization, a big known organization like the Knicks, you're gonna have people gonna hate them just because they're big and known. They're worldwide. We stretch all around the world.
Yep.
It's simple as that. Haters gonna hate. Hating and things like that, that's a compliment. If you really look at it. They complain about the things that they don't have about. They talk bad about you, but yet they want to be you. And that's what it is with us.
Okay. So us not winning a championship, I think. So first of all, let me say salute to my man, G-Man for life. What's good?
What's good, fellas? Salute to all you fine gentlemen on the panel.
G-Man.
Big brother.
Jay Boogie, what's good, my man? What's good?
Hey,
That's my big brother right there.
yeah,
I'm
man.
Freezy's big brother, but that's my big brother right there,
man.
aka the young world be free.
Yeah, man. Hey, and so I just want to say one thing to G-Man for life, who is the backbone of Blorange Tears, basically. In the words of the immortal poet, that random boxing dude from that movie Black Knights, don't take this ass whooping personal. I don't know who wrote that down on a piece of paper for him to say, but when they did that, that was genius. Don't take this whooping personal.
You know what?
And you forgot he said, but he said this straight. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, when he looked at the girl, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man.
Hey, it's good to be seen this morning. First of all, salute to the chat. Salute to the fine gentleman up here on this panel. You know, at some point in life, you know, you be going through your morning rotation, right? The things that you do every morning without fail. And then some, you know, hairs just stand up on the back of your neck because something just out of whack, right? So in my mind, I'm like, what is going on this morning that I just don't, it don't set right with me right now. And lo and behold, what happens? I get on here and you know, I hear people having delusions of grandeur, talking about, you know, that there's going to be, you know, somebody getting upset in the fantasy football league. And you know, I'm not above crushing people's hopes and dreams, right? Because we all got to have those, right? But I'm telling you right now, Freezy, when this is over, I still hope we friends, right? Because what I'm about to do to you this week is going to be inhumane. I'm telling you right now. There is no time to be calling timeout or nothing like that. We ain't going through. So when you step into the ring, understand the referee is not going to be able to save you. The bell's not going to be able to save you. It's going to be brutal, bro. I'm telling you right now. Don't take it personal. It's going to be brutal, though. I'm just letting you know up front. So you have a chance now to just, you know, submit, say, I give up, uncle, whatever it is you want to do. If you don't want to step in, I understand. Because after seeing what you saw last week, you should be nervous right now. I'm just telling you. You should be nervous.
I didn't get any help from my receivers at all.
You didn't.
I just want to ask a question to Sergeant at Arms. You said you're gonna do a beating. Is it gonna be like what they do down south? You know, the little kid get out the tub and you get caught with that extension cord or that switch.
Listen, it's gonna be worse than that, Soulfinger. It's gonna be worse than that. Imagine this. Imagine fresh out of the tub, your body's still wet. You got it. You not only do you have the extension cord going on with you, but you know it's extension cord that's braided up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see.
Hey Sarge, Freezy, he just put on the Scully this morning, man. He's locked in. You gonna take the Scully off?
Listen, I'm peeling his whole cap back, J Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Scully it on. It's gone. It's gone.
Hey, Unc, he said he coming. He ain't coming he coming for everything. He trying to snatch your soul.
Man,
look,
that team he got can't break win. And he talking about break something off. That team he got can't break win.
So when you get a chance,
what's up, boss man?
When you get a chance, I want you to go and look and see who the high scorer was this last week. See who that person is.
Guys, can I ask a question? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, G.
Bow tie is tied.
Don't ignore that. Ignore that for now. Question: has anybody seen it? I can't find it.
What you looking for?
Did nobody? I didn't see my invitation to the fantasy football league. Did it get lost in the?
Oh man!
Anybody can anybody put their hands on it? So did somebody put the wrong zip code on something?
Here it is. I got it right here. Here it is. You watching the screen? Here it is.
Oh.
Flattery and bribery will get you everywhere.
I like that.
I'm just saying, bro.
That's dope.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
See, he knew I was gonna come complaining, so he was prepared with gifts.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah, gifts
G-Man,
and gifts. Yep.
G-Man got to teach me how to put that how to put a background up in. I know how to do it in Zoom. I don't know how to do it. Oh, I think I see it. All right, I think I see it. Gotta hit the camera. Gotta hit the camera.
So Knicks freestyle tonight at 7:30. These guys come with the fire. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we like the joint and we push it so hard is because they come with unabashed honesty from a well thought out and measured perspective, but do it in a way that we can understand as if we talking to a neighbor.
And we don't get invited to fantasy football league.
Right.
Hey, hold on. I got to elaborate on that now. Hold on. My brother, I promoted that thing at least 5 times on this show.
Yep.
You was up there at least once. Now, one time did you say, Boogie, send me an invite?
Oh, it's Boogie's league. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I know.
And another thing is, I put my number in the chat with G.I. at least 3 times. He never took it. That's why I never talked to him.
G.I. Yeah. Hey, so G.I. is our guy.
Yo, Freezy, send me J Boogie phone number ASAP.
I got you. Man. I love my brother right there.
Yeah, I came.
Are the what's his name? The head dude from Tribe Called Quest.
Q-Tip.
You are the Q-Tip of the podcasters. When you come aboard and be seen, it's greatness, dude.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
For sure. So do we get a 6'8" wing or what, G.I.?
I don't think we get one.
See, hey, I've been riding with G.I. on this one since Uncle Ron.
But y'all told me trust Kevin Knox for now because he's the only 6'8", 6'9" guy on the roster.
Oh man! Oh.
So Boogie, he's still on the roster. He's still got a uniform.
I don't think we need one, bro. But let me say because I got 3 or 4 things I want to touch on real quick. The John Wall thing is not intriguing to me because I don't think the Knicks are going to pay $44 million to get a dude who has 2 major injuries to one leg.
No.
And if you've seen John Wall face here recently, he must have got married. Because you know how when dudes get married, they face start swelling out?
Yeah, get all round.
Yeah, because they stop eating out all the time. And that macaroni and cheese from Saturday being there Monday morning. Yeah, John Wall. John Wall. You used to be sick. You used to be sick. They used to have him listed as 6'4", 200. Now he listed as 6'2", 2 something. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nah, I'll pass on John Wall. Not because of his production, because his shooting splits this year were terrible. Right?
But can I just throw this out there real quick? We already got Kemba and D Rose. Why would anybody would want to just try to switch gears, go that direction, go for John Wall? Granted, yeah, at one time John Wall was a monster. He was a beast, and he still got game. But we already got a way we're going. You know, if you keep going backwards, you're never gonna go anywhere. You know, you're never gonna get to your destination. You keep switching, turning corner, going backwards. It's this thing I used to tell cats, man. Two wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. You know, I'm gonna put it to you like that. And I say all that to say this: we going in circles. You chasing your tail. Quit looking at all these other people, all these other cats on these other teams and what they did, and look at what you got and build from there. We don't need to get rid of Rose. What you gonna do? Get rid of Rose and Kemba to bring in John Wall and that big contract he got, and eat up salary cap, and then you're gonna have to give up. And then they're gonna give us some draft picks because that contract's so nasty. They gotta coax you into giving up to take them. You know. It's like when they tell you, hey, buy one, get one free. It ain't they telling you to buy one because they trying to get rid of that stuff because they want to give you something else on top of it. I don't want it. I mean, for real. Come on, man. We got come on, Knicks Nation. For those that's out there in the Knicks Nation that's looking at that, hey, in the more the words request, just push it along. Pushing it along. Just pushing it along. Right.
And so the other thing I wanted to mention too is the thing with Frank Ntilikina maybe going to Dallas.
I'm upset about that because he was supposed to be with the Hong Kong Hustlers. I predicted that.
This is my thing with hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Hold on for just a second.
Yeah, I just didn't sit right with me when I've seen people because I was already seeing people clamoring about that. And just leave it alone, man. We good. What we need to be focusing on, and I'm with G.I. on this. I want to give Knox a shot, give him a chance, but this is last straw, man. I don't know how strong that camel's back is going to be, but we really need that wing that G.I. been saying because Oubre would have been good for me. I'm still on the Oubre Express. Hey, y'all, you can talk bad about me or whatever. Call me team. The Oubre hive. There's no hive. I'm just looking at it from a logical.
Tsunami popping, baby. Tsunami popping.
Yeah, tsunami popping. I'm looking at it from a technical and tactical stance. What he can bring. The cat can play defense and he got offense. He goes to the rack. He can shoot that 3, and he's long, man. I likes that.
Pause.
I think you can get that guy anywhere USA.
But see, this is the thing, though.
Yeah, and you're right. He's so replaceable. We got 5 of them in the locker room.
No. I mean, no. You could go get him when you want him. See, right now the Knicks don't want that guy. The Knicks don't want that guy.
But only thing I got to say on that, Unc, is not everybody can hold up to those bright lights that the guard holds.
The Knicks
has that dog in them that can hold up to those bright lights. Because a lot of these other cats, they talk all this, they do all that, man, they fold like a chair. They get cuffed like a brand new pair of Levi's.
Bro, what I'm saying is for what you're gonna pay Kelly Oubre, you can trade.
Kelly Oubre would have been cheaper than Fournier.
Well, yeah, but those two are not comparable because Fournier is way better, right? But, but what you could do is trade whatever for Robert Covington, who is not only better, but he's proven better. Robert Covington has made an All NBA defensive team. Kelly Oubre has not. Right.
And Robert Covington, when he hit the free agent market, got signed and picked his team ASAP. Yeah. So he's been wanted everywhere, and that's my point. Guys like Robert Covington are not a dime a dozen, and you're just saying you're going to go out and get a Robert Covington. I agree with what you're saying, but he's in high demand. There was 10 teams he could have went to. None of them he was interested in coming to the Knicks. So I don't see how you're going to just go get another Robert Covington. I want to see this phrase.
Well, my point is being placed in a sidebar. Basically, what I'm saying is the Knicks didn't feel like that player was necessary, right? Because you could have got that player in the draft, but didn't. You could have signed Kelly Oubre in free agency. He did a press conference in New York City, and he spoke about how he liked Tibbs. And the Knicks didn't sign him.
He did, and the thing is they were already locked. I do believe we were already locked in on Evan. I have no complaints about Evan. Don't get it twisted. I'm digging it. They were already locked in on Evan, because if I'm not, his name came up earlier before he was traded to Boston. When he was over in Orlando, we looked at the possibility of a trade to go after him. So that's why I'm not surprised.
At the break, Fournier, at the break.
Yeah. So I'm not tripping about it. It was, Fournier or Terrence Ross. I'm not tripping about that, but I do have concern. And like you said, Kevin Knox, hopefully he can be, but maybe he'll turn out to be a decent rotational player. We holding, is holding hope against hope. He's 6'9". He meets those measurements, but that's any cat USA right there. It's Kevin Knox.
Hope is not a strategy. Remember
it's not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because like you said, hope is not a strategy. Just like potential get you fired, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ask Joe Judge. Joe Judge is gonna be on this panel with us because he's waiting on Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait, Freeze.
Joe Judge is gonna be like, "Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm here because I was waiting on Daniel Jones to turn it into something." And the reason, and shout out to Giants fans. I'm throwing shots at Giants fans. Yo, CWC is in the building. I'm throwing shots at Giants fans because Giants fans told me at the NFL draft when we gave them 2 first-round picks for that pick, right? They were like, "We don't need Justin Fields. We got Danny Dimes." How does that look?
No comment. No comment.
I called Deshaun Watson's agent right now and find out what really is the case with his situation, with him and his lawyer.
Facts.
And if they tell me it's a green light, I'm taking Danny Bricks and them 2 first-round draft picks we got coming next year and sending them to Houston right now.
Now, see, a cat like that, you do give up. You got to give up the ghost on that. You got to give up some stuff to get that, because a talent like that is generational, semi-generational, man. You don't see nothing that can do what he can do.
Yeah.
Or when you on the clock, New York GM, when you on the clock and superlative physical talent is out there,
draft them.
You make the pick.
That's why we need a new front office, man. I'm telling you right now. If Gettleman is in the front office at the end of this year, something wrong. Something terribly wrong.
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with these New York GMs that are on the clock choking.
They're comfortable. That's what it is.
The Mets did it with Kumar Rocker. Yeah, at the MLB draft, they drafted Kumar Rocker, and this is shout out to Mets fans everywhere that's going through the struggle. AD was good. They drafted Kumar Rocker. Come to find out, the dude was injured. How you not know this dude can't pitch and he a pitcher?
These dudes mad comfortable, man. I'm telling you right now. There is a certain, how shall we say, there's a certain level of anxiety when you have a job and you go to work, because at any given day somebody could call G-Man and say, "Hey, G-Man, thank you for your service, but We no longer need your contribution. We wish you well in your future endeavors, and get your little that little printer box that people always see. The
white box.
The paper come in. Yeah.
Get your white box and red stapler.
Get your white box. Put your pictures in there, and
your goldfish. Don't leave that goldfish in here. I ain't feeding it.
No, yeah, take the goldfish with you, right? And put that little fake plant that you got that's on your desk, right? That's supposed to bring livelihood to the office, and the pictures or the little papers that your kids done drew for you that you got posted up in your cubicle. Take all that out, and we're gonna have, because normally we just don't leave willy-nilly. Like, we're gonna make a scene. Because what you mean? I ain't going in that office. I know what's gonna happen when I go in that office.
What you mean? I gotta go to HR.
I'm not going in there.
I got stuff all the way. What you mean? I gotta go to HR?
Look, what you mean? I gotta go see GI this morning? I ain't trying to go in there. I know what that means. The last 4 people that went in there, they are no longer here. I'm not trying to go in there to see nobody. I'm not going. So I say all that to say this: these GMs, they don't have that kind of fear. They are confident and solidified in their position, which is why they keep making these crazy draft picks and these unreasonable trades. Now, for every, and this is what fans get confused, right? So what they do is a smoke screen. So for every 4 bad decisions, they make 1 good one.
Yeah,
we forget about the 4 bad ones they made because they make 1 good one, right?
You're right, because the clock is right twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day.
I'm telling you.
Look, the sun is shining on the dog's backside every now and again.
Every now and again, it does, for sure.
You just tell that dog to keep walking. Hey, dog, keep walking. And it'll happen. Keep walking, dog.
Look, I'm telling you right now, if Gettleman has a job in the New York Giants front office at the end of this season, I'm personally going to buy me a plane ticket to East Rutherford Stadium, and me and Mr. Marigold have to have a conversation.
Well, look, I'm gonna put myself out there.
Hey, get some chapstick then, bro.
Hey, look, I was just gonna put myself out there because I already told you I'm a who that. I'm a Saints fan. So we had them long, horrible, lean, walking through the desert barefoot, no water, sucking on a rock years, man.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
Facts.
But the Saints are trash, bro. The Saints are garbage.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. It's all good. Like I said, what I said earlier. You know what I said earlier?
Hand grenades this morning, boy. Boom, boom,
hey,
boom, boom, boom.
Uncle Freezy got up this morning and got into his jaw tang and don't know how to act this morning.
Listen, that's what he got that scully on.
It's that orange skull cap. It's too tight on his head.
Hey, GI. So would you tell them that it's a Jersey thing, bro? We just don't have patience for some stuff, right? Like Saints football. No, not really. Let's move on. The Saints are garbage.
Somebody needs to tell. But somebody got to tell Aaron Rodgers that. I don't think he.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know what? I'm like this here. Like, I like when people talk, because I'm not one of those to react. I just let actions speak. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, Aaron Rodgers is right now checking that backside because we ripped him a new one, ran up in him. He got dog walked and everything else. By the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Jameis Winston.
But I do have to ask you. I do have to ask a question. Soulfinger, I do have to ask a question. Jameis Winston threw the ball 14 times and had 4 touchdowns. Do you think that 5 touchdowns? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 5.
Do you think that's sustainable? That he's going to throw the ball 14 times and throw for 5 touchdowns?
But I would put it to you like this here. We had a better line than what he was dealing with. You got to look at the teams, the Tampa teams he was playing with, and what he went through. So Sean Payton schemed right to his strengths instead of having him slinging the ball all over the field. I don't see him. Look, interceptions gonna happen. It's just you tone down. If he goes from, like I said, 30 was the number. Man, if he winds up, he cuts that in half. You're still doing something, considering. So I'm cool with it. By far, I'm not gonna be one of these blind fans. I'm a realist.
You and CK2K. You and a dude named CK2K talk that who that noise. You know what I'm saying? Soulfinger, listen. I've been watching sports for a long time, since the 70s, bro. And I know the Saints have had excellent talent over the years.
Oh yeah, but have bad
nothing and have done bad
management.
I remember when you remember Pat Swilling?
Yeah, Pat. Look, the Dome Patrol, Pat Swilling, Vaughn Johnson, Sam Mills. I'm not no new who that. I'm an old. Look, I remember the days when we had Earl Campbell stopped through for a cup of coffee and a half a drag on a cigarette.
Yes, a half a drag in the cold. Yes, Earl Campbell was so out of shape when he got to the Saints, bro. You remember that?
Oh, man, look, do the days of the paper bag. I'm not one of these new fans. Look, I went through all that. You know, everybody say we suck all that, but you know, there's other teams that their history is way worse. Worse.
I remember the Saints had a running back. I wanted the Bears to draft him so bad. They got a running back out of Ole Miss named Deuce McAllister.
Yeah, Deuce.
Right? Mm-hmm. I was like, man, if the Bears don't draft Deuce McAllister right here, I'm gonna jump out a plate glass window.
That's right. You are a Bears fan. So you still upset about that last beatdown we gave y'all.
In the playoffs.
I mean, it was bad. It was one of those. Didn't I tell you to put that food up? Didn't I tell you to put that food up? Oh, you didn't put that food up? Go out there and get that switch. You come back in with that little.
You must be talking to John Wall. You must be talking about John Wall.
Hey,
John Wall ain't put that food up, bro. John Wall looked like Raymond Felton in the face.
Hey, when y'all gonna start playing and put Fields on the field for real?
Week 16.
Hey, and I like but it's all in fun. It's all in fun because you know everybody talk trash about their teams and all like that. There's really one team that can really.
Bro, y'all ain't been good one time. If y'all wouldn't have signed, y'all got luck, man. Listen,
look, y'all hadn't done nothing since 1985, man.
Hey, bro, we went to the Super.
Yeah, last time the Bears were with some parachute pants were still in.
The last time the Bears and the Saints played in the playoffs. You remember the last time the Bears played the Saints in the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, that's when Reggie Bush was there. Y'all won. But then after that, what have y'all done? In the mortal words of Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Like I said, last time, I'm just saying, y'all haven't been irrelevant since parachute pants, fat lace, neon sneakers.
What? Shut up. Shots fired, G.I.
Hey,
shots fired.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about when cats were walking around with
rapid fire
full force, when they had the full force haircuts with the parts. I'm just saying, y'all had defense, but they still talking about all the stuff that Butkus and all them cats were doing, man. Hey, when talking about
we got the best running back. We got the best running back legacy of any team.
Oh, he got that big tied to his back coming through his fall.
Yeah. I'm just saying, y'all. Hey, look, y'all had the greatest running back of all time in Sweetness, but then the greatest running back of all time, Dirty, gave the ball to the refrigerator.
And Matt Forte. Yeah, we got the greatest running back legacy of any team that has ever existed. Right?
Who you talking about? The Dallas Cowboys?
No.
I mean, look, y'all had the greatest running back of all time, but legacy-wise,
Yale Sanders.
But my thing is this, man. Like I said, and I'm not even a Cowboys fan. I'm not even a Cowboys fan because my folk back home I can't stand them. But I got to give them props.
Can't sit him either.
Y'all killing me.
The best running backs in the history of the NFL. What are you talking about?
Chicago Bears. Yeah.
You had two.
You had to get Sweetness is Sweetness.
Y'all bugging. Matt Forte is a top 20 back. All time.
Hold on, man. Matt Forte. The man. Look, Matt Forte started eating cucumber sandwiches.
Boy, listen, hold up. I'm gonna need for somebody to call 911 and have Miss Mocha come save Freezy. Because take that doggone skull cap off because he done lost his envelope of mind.
I'm about to pull up the numbers. Because what it is
oh my God.
Yeah, man. What it is people sleep on numbers. Because he ain't flashy.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. But in this case, back to it. 1985 was y'all year, man. I'm telling you. You had the full force haircut still rocking with the parachute pants. Cats were tying bandanas around the neck with feathers and things.
We were break dancing in the street.
Man, look, with Lionel Richie.
All night long, huh?
Man. All night long.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Hey,
God.
you had Boogaloo Shrimp going through there. You know, all that, man.
Oh my God. Y'all killing me. Boy, my whole side hurt right now. I ain't lying.
Man,
I'm just
come
saying.
on, man.
I'm just saying. Hey, look, I'm a diehard who that. And I take mine because, like I said, we had some lean years, bro. We had some real lean years, and I'm a realist about it too.
Right.
I did see somebody said we ain't gonna make the playoffs. I might just say that you on dope or dog food. Just take a choice. I'll tell you that now. Whoever that said that, we going to the playoffs. I ain't worried about that. Didn't say nothing about Super Bowl. We're going to the playoffs. 17 season. So, but back to what you were saying, Gi. I don't see him putting up those kind of numbers. He's gonna have some numbers. He'll have a decent. He's gonna have a decent. He's gonna surprise people, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. Now, back to 1985. No, I'm just saying.
1985. I had just started driving, bro. 1985 was a good man. I had just started driving, man. Start getting in
I
my car.
did not know he was this petty. I did not know Soul Figure. This is the first side I'm seeing of him. This has been epic.
I'm just saying, G. Who me?
Epic.
Not I. I'm just not I.
Oh,
All right. If you must know,
I'm gonna get back to these. I'm gonna get back to these
trying
Knicks.
to change the conversation.
I'm gonna get back to these Knicks, but I just want to say something about the Saints, bro. The Saints have the worst quarterback history of any team ever. They got lucky with Drew Brees, but people forget they had a dude named Bobby Hebert.
Look, no.
He was calling the plays in the huddle. He was so Cajun, nobody even knew what he was talking about.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I can't even. I'm not going to even fight with you on that because we're the only team that had two Billy Joes back to back that we drafted, dog.
Bim.
So, like I said, I'm not one of them cats gonna sit up there and just talk whatever. I'm a realist about it. We did look. Archie Manning was all you ever heard about when you said quarterback in New York. Come on, man. We had Jim Everett who was on his last leg.
Yeah.
I mean, we were getting the recycle cats. Bobby Hebert was good. He was decent, but them Billy Joes. And then we had Aaron Brooks running, and we played the Chargers. This cat threw the ball to the Chargers end zone. Not the other way. He turned around
the opposite way. Yeah.
So, I mean, you bring in Sean Payton and everything else. We cool. I'm good with that. I can't say nothing about that because history, I mean, it was just as bad. I mean, look, it's just as bad as how Cleveland, people want to talk about Cleveland now. Cleveland, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man.
All I'm saying is before Drew Brees, the Saints never had a quarterback, bro.
Oh, no, we didn't. We had tight ends, running backs, and we had a defense here and there. We had a defense, didn't have an offense.
They used to have very underrated cornerbacks. Very underrated
cornerbacks. Yeah. Toy Cook was, when we had the Dome Patrol, we had Toy Cook. But, but it's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, I like I said, I talk bad about my own team too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Even and so I say this to Cowboys fans.
However, y'all haven't had a quarterback either. I mean, Jim. Hey.
No, but I know this though. That was my point. That's the reason why when the Bears traded into that spot for Justin Fields, I'm here to tell you that we recognize where we were.
No, not to cut you off, Freezer. The worst travesty y'all had, the worst thing you did was jump up and take that number one pick to draft who you drafted, and you had Mahomes. You
talking about Mr. Biscuit. That's what we call him.
Yeah.
Mr. Biscuit.
Yeah, I used to call him Trubisky.
That Mr. Biscuit. That's what Mitch Trubisky. We used to call him Mr. Biscuit.
Yeah, because I had a home. He's from. I got a homeboy from Chi-Town. He talked about it, and I said, "Look, man, y'all got Trubisky. Y'all made that ultimate move. You had the number one pick. How you have the number one pick and still mess up, man? That's like
it was the number two. It was the number two pick.
But still, you had all the smoking board, all the good stuff. That's like getting fired on a Saturday on your day off on a holiday.
Right. Fired on Christmas. I feel you. Because Myles Garrett went number one to the Cleveland Browns. And we traded up 2 spots to draft. Instead of drafting Jamal Adams at 4, we traded up 2 spots and drafted Mr. Biscuit.
But you know what I put that to, and then reflected to our Knicks is when we drafted Balkman, Ronaldo Balkman. I'm like, who's Ronaldo Balkman?
Right.
We missed up all this. You drafted, you jumped up, you had it was right there. You Ronaldo Balkman, and he then Zeke tried to, he tried to massage our feelings by saying, well, I knew other teams were looking at him, blah, blah, blah. Nobody was looking at that, man.
And we made up for it by getting Marty Collins, though. You remember Marty Collins?
What?
Man, I'm trying to keep it PG and not use a colorful adjective.
He just said Marty Collins.
Yeah, Marty Collins.
I'm telling you,
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling.
We thought Marty Collins was going to be. Marty Collins was a wing player, right? But then he got the Knicks training camp and showed that he could play point guard.
So he's trolling.
Somebody call Miss Mocha and have her come in there and take that skull cap off Freeze's head.
Yeah, it's way too
losing his mind this morning.
It's way too tight.
Man, she talking about Miss Mocha, that's my baby, but she talking about I better call some dude named Tyrone and I can't use her phone.
I think you better call Tyrone. Call my phone.
Hey, right, and I can't use her phone.
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. We've had many drafts. I mean, being a Knicks fan and you've been around for a while, look, that one scene from Boys in the Hood when Trey got home and he was swinging at the air. Hey, we've had many years of us all swinging at the air from draft picks, man.
Right.
Swinging at the air for some sideways trade. But I can say since we've changed regime, it hasn't been that way. Maybe a little bit on the draft, this last draft for some, because I ain't gonna lie, I was low-key, I was pressed. I was in my little feelings for a minute, man. I feel like that, I came home, somebody ate my last piece of chicken and drank the last bit of Kool-Aid and put the picture back in. That's how I was feeling. But then but then they made other moves. So I was like, all right, I'm cool with it. I'm just gonna ride.
I'm still a little bitter about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a little bitter about the draft, and I know I need to be an adult and get over it. You know what I'm saying? But if we talking about this Knicks roster, though, I think this Knicks roster is very underrated and potentially great. Right now, at the moment.
I agree with you that it's underrated. Definitely underrated because
it can't be underrated and great.
I give you that it's underrated. I'm definitely saying that.
What's going on here this morning, G-Man? Semantics getting away from us?
I said underrated and potentially great. I didn't say it was great. I was like underrated and potentially great.
Well, maybe the phrasing that they're underrated, but they could be. But on the other flip side, they could really be great.
But you don't know if they're great yet when you use potentially. But when the season starts, you can make your assessment.
This is what happens when you have on a skull cap and a fleece jacket.
By the way, I sleep like a baby too. Look,
when it's like 80, it's 85 in New York, so I know it's like 93 in South Carolina. This is what happens when you do stuff like that, Freezy. I'm gonna need you, Freezy. Seriously, Miss Mocha, I'm gonna need you to come out and help Freezy out.
AD, I've been calling for Miss Mocha this whole morning.
He's about to crush his medulla oblongata and turn to an orange, and because underrated, great, this, that, but let me say salute to the panelists. Soul Finger, what's good? Where the caddy at, baby? What's
happening?
Hey, salute to Anthony D. Salute to AD. He's so smooth. He don't need to chase up.
My goodness.
My main man, Bean Pie with the GI, with the green tie. Stop playing.
Hey, I'm telling you, best show going, old school Knicks.
Look, I want to apologize to everybody though that I couldn't make it on Sunday. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Jay Boogie was good. G-Man for life. I see you in that Giants chair, my brother. I don't know what to say for you.
Oh man, here we go.
Mom's the word.
Danny, and I don't want to say the other D that I call him in the chat, but you know what it is. It rhymes with moosh, you know what it is. But fun fact: Aaron Brooks was a good quarterback, and that's cousin of Mike Vick. A lot of people may not know that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Right? Yeah, Allen
Yes.
Yeah,
they all cousins. Yes. Absolutely. But yes.
I'm just.
How about them Jets? Them Jets look fantastic Sunday.
Zach Wilson is going to the Hall of Fame, and Danny Manouche can sit out there with his invitation. Okay, let me help you out. For all of that gangrene, for all of gangrene nation, baby, it's gonna be a brighter day.
You're right. He's going to the Hall of Fame, but that same hall that we used to ask for when we got in that class, teacher, let me get the pass, a bathroom pass, to go in that hallway. That's the only hall he's going to.
You see, I like when Giant fans, they come out here, they want to talk about they dusty rings, like them dusty 45s and them 8-track tapes. Nobody care about Phil Simms and Lawrence Taylor. She wasn't 16 and my babysitter. Ain't nobody care about that. Nobody care about the Giants.
When is the last time the Jets even smelled a championship? Anything?
1969, baby. We're still holding on.
And no lie, that was the best year in New York sports history. 1969.
The trifecta, yes, and we were a part of the trifecta. Okay, okay.
That's all I'm getting now.
That's
a lot of years later. A lot of years later, bro.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. If we out here as Knicks fans holding on for. We ain't won a championship in 48 years. That's fine. I could hold on.
1969, Jay Boogie was like 27 years old.
So if I was that, how old was World Be Free?
Hey man.
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet.
How old was G-Man?
Look, I should be ancient right now. I should be dust. I'm just saying.
But you got to look at the other organizations we got out there that haven't even smelled or sniffed the championship.
So I'm a Cowboy. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm getting out of this conversation.
Lord have mercy.
GI, we. You know what? You wonder. You know what? Y'all got some cool. It's a handful of real good Cowboy fans. Unfortunately, I don't have none in my family, so I'm just saying.
I always respected the Cowboys, though. If you were a kid from the 70s, you know what I mean? You absolutely. They might not have been your team, but you watched them because they had class and they had the star on the helmet.
Right.
And they had, you know what I'm saying? They had Tony Dorsett and all they big Drew Pearson and all they big time players and a quarterback that came.
Roger Staubach.
You know what I'm saying? Roger come the original comeback. Then he sucked.
Too Tall Jones.
Too Tall Jones.
Yeah.
Hollywood Henderson.
Yeah. They had swagger.
I used to be like, how does Hollywood Henderson always get hurt, go to the sideline, and do like this and come back like a man possessed?
They had that numb on the sideline, that real numb.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. I got a homeboy. He's from Bama. And he's a Cowboy fan. He's always talking about my Saints and all that. We go back and forth. He lost bets and all like that. Had to put on Saints gear and sing when the Saints marching in, all that good stuff. But he's always talking about it. Just like you said, Boogie. They get that real numb. You ever notice what some of them cats were falling on that white line?
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, I got to jump off here real quick. I got a conference call up, but I'll be right back.
Hey, I got to go with him, man. I done pulled up to my destination, man. I got a big truck, got a squad out here. Got to get that bread up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler back at y'all. Peace, love, man. GI, you know what I'm saying?
Boogie, I'm gonna share your stuff, Jay Boogie. I'm gonna share it and say peace to the people, bro.
Hey, go ahead. You can share it. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you a different one, a better one that got like a snippet from 5 different songs. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. And let somebody know I ain't playing with this right here. When I tell you bars is coming, bars, heavy bars, man. Yo, but salute to y'all. AD, the original AD. He play all 5 positions. You know what I'm saying? Right there, man. G.I., love
J
you, my
Book.
brother, man. Love you, man. Love you, man. Love y'all, man. Yo, the young E40 all the way to Cali, San Diego, Cali. Love you, man. My little brother Freezy, man. You know what I'm saying? Blorange all the way to the fullest, man. Salute, salute. And I'm tuning in tonight, man. Y'all tune in and hit them like buttons, you know what I'm saying? For the, you know what I'm saying, the freestyle show, you know, off the top of the dome they going, man. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's, y'all.
For sure,
Yo,
for sure.
I
Be easy there,
want to
Boogie.
say, I tuned in last week, baby, and I saw the frustration in your eye, my brother. I saw the frustration when hold on, was it who was calling? Was it on Quickly? It was Quickly and comparing Quickly to Dame, and I wanted to pull up Steph. I wanted to pull up so bad because I get where Cool Keith, Free Keith was going with it a little bit, but here's something that I try and tell folks when it comes to this basketball thing. By the time you're 16 years old, right? If you at a certain height, and even if you're not at a certain height, that handle takes you across the world. If you don't have that handle, by the time you 16, 17 years old, you ain't never going to have it. That handle is what gets you the step back. That handle is what gets you the forward motion. That handle is what gets you into the lane. Quickly right now, he don't have that handle to be compared to where you can come across the half court line and pull up. The reason why Dame can do that, if you reach, he'll teach. You see? And most guards, then, especially, we here from the tri-state area and whatever, pride ourselves with the handle, which was the number one reason why us who didn't like Frank didn't have a handle. Because when you don't have a handle, they come and press you at the halfway line, and your offense is totally out of whack. Because why? Somebody got to come out of the set to come save you, to come catch a pass, and now the shot clock is going down. We got to call the new play. We're going to throw up something because why? The guard is unable to get the ball up. The handle takes you across the world. I love Quickly. You know what I'm saying? Good young piece of talent. We don't have that yet. Just don't. So to make that comparison last week to Dame and Steph, I'm like, Steph came out of college with a handle. Just facts. Steph came out of it wasn't what it is, what his MVP isn't today, but he came out with it. And to show you how important it is, one of the greatest players we ever had that we lost him a couple years ago, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's father had to go get God Shamgar to work on Kobe's handle. Okay? So for those
who is Kobe Bryant's dad? Anybody know?
Just Jelly Bean Bryant.
Jelly Bean Bryant, yeah. Yeah, he played for the Sixers. Man, that joker.
That's Jelly Bean. So the handle, enough can't be said about it. You have to have it. If you're going to be an all-around player, without it, you're going to be a specialist. That's it. Right. Fact. So I just wanted to chime that in because I saw your face last week, G.I. G.I. was like, yo, I got to go. My daughter's having something. I got to go. I got to go.
G.I. was trolling you, bro.
G.I. was trolling who? G.I. was about to quit. Just tap out for the night. I ain't no quitter. But the biggest part about last week is I couldn't finish my statements. So, but I think when that happens to me, I know me. I'm a beast. When I got you on the hook, I'm just gonna keep feeding. I'm gonna keep feeding it and keep feeding it. And people that are intelligent enough see where I'm going. So at some point he didn't want no more. So as soon as I went to speak, he was cutting me off. That's my guy. We have a great show. We have great chemistry. But but you have moments like those where you gotta be humble, and he wouldn't be. So, but I wasn't letting up. At that point, if I wasn't gonna be able to get my point across, then there's no sense in me. I'm comfortable in who I am. I'm good shutting my camera and microphone off. It's done for the night. We live to fight another day.
The show was, I remembered it, and it made good conversation. See, I wanted to point that out to you guys as well. Even though you guys was having the little strife or whatever, it made for good conversation because I really remembered it. And I was like, the next time I see either one of y'all, I'm gonna bring it up again. Because the parts right there, and I'm like, I saw where he was going with it. I'm like, G.I., you got to throw in the handle part. You got to have a handle.
But Free Keith was okay. So I'm gonna throw this out there. So first of all, Anthony D and myself have this weird tango that we do about this dude that played 208 games for the Knicks. A dude named Bernard King.
I want you to put some respect on his name when you say 208 games, 208 great games. No days off.
So this random journeyman guy comes to the Knicks and shoots the ball every time he touches it. And Anthony D, who is so smooth, he does not need a chaser. This is real talk. And Anthony D, AD, the host of Old School Knicks Sunday afternoons at 2:00. We have this weird tango that we do about Bernard King, right? I don't think points are what you should measure a player's greatness by. I think you should measure his greatness by the total, everything that he brings to the team, right? And does he win? And does a team he play on win games, right? Because I've seen so many Alice English, Bradley Beals over the years that stuff don't impress me no more. You score 30 points a game on a team in last place, man, so what? That's my opinion. Now, my man says Bernard King should have his number retired. We got a weird tango going on with that.
No, I've never said that because I don't think he played long enough. That's that part right there.
With us, 208 games, not long enough with us.
Well, with us, 208 games in the New York Knicks uniform. But here's the part that you're missing here, because you call up team and team game, and everybody on the team has to play his role. When you have the likes of Ray Williams, Rory Sparrow,
oh God,
Louis Orr, when you've got
Trent
guys,
Tucker, Darryl Walker,
Chuck Robinson, when you've got those kind of guys on the team, and who is supposed to carry the load? Who's supposed to do it night in, night out? Somebody has got to do it. And if in one of the great series that we talked about in the Detroit series in 84, Bernard has flu, broken fingers on both hands.
I know.
And the final shot of the game, Hubie Brown was drawing up a play for someone other than Bernard. Right. I've heard him talk about this many a times. It's like, you on a team like that, Freezy, what do? Who do you pass the ball to? You gonna have faith? You gonna have faith in Chuck Robinson? You gonna have faith in Louis Orr?
Man.
How does he Magic Johnson couldn't galvanize that team.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on.
And I know what you're about to say. The Knicks took Darryl Walker over Clyde Drexler or whatever.
Yes, they did.
I know. My thing is my point was not about what he did, but about the weird tango that we have about Bernard King, right? Not about Bernard King himself, but you and I have a tango that we do about Bernard King. I say the dude played 208 games. Frank Ntilikina played more games as a Knick than him, right?
He resuscitated the franchise at that time. That time, he absolutely blew new life, because all of a sudden, for 2 or 3 years, we had one of those guys. That's just facts. That's just facts. You know, you just can't debate that. For 2 or 3 years until he got hurt, we had one of those guys. And if he didn't get hurt, okay, we know where we're going with this. But like we've talked about so many times, it's an organization that builds a team. Because what if they got a point guard that could have rocked with Bernard? Right. You know what I'm saying? Or what if he played with Mark Jackson 2 years later?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say, well, he couldn't mesh well, but he's always been, or he always was since at Tennessee when he played in the Bernie and Ernie show, you know what I'm saying, all the way up. And before that, it's not his fault.
And he said Bernie and Ernie show. You got to tell him who Ernie is. Ernie Grunfeld.
That's Ernie Grunfeld.
Yeah, we got to explain to him who Ernie, because a lot of people that watch, they don't necessarily know all the Knicks history, but that's the reason why we have a joint called Old School Knicks that come on Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m.
Absolutely. And I want some folks to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up. Come on in.
It's too good. It's too good. Too much content in those shows for y'all not to check it out.
Pull up.
Do yourself a service. Do yourself a service and show up for Old School Knicks, because it's not it's not just about us talking about things that happened back in the day, but the relevance of the things and how they are applied to today, and the mindset of the people in places to make decisions. What was their mindset when these things were going on, right? Like for instance, if the Knicks don't get the number 1 pick in that draft, right? Do the Knicks still have a championship caliber player that would help mold the Knicks to have that run in the 90s that they did? And I would say yes. Right? Not because not throwing shade at Pat, but that draft was so historically deep. Like for instance, Charles Oakley was in that same draft, drafted 9th, right? Charles Barkley was in that draft. Wayman Tisdale, Chris Mullin. So if you didn't get Patrick Ewing, you still could have got you a franchise player out of that draft, right? To complement the players that you already had. Right.
Those guys was going to complement the team that Pat came to. Any one of those guys that came to that team, if you don't have the intestinal fortitude for losing, okay, because that's what Pat did those early years. He lost a lot,
and was hurt his rookie season
and was hurt. If you don't have that wherewithal within you to be great, you're gonna go by the wayside, because look at what you're working with. You see what I'm saying? Look at what you're working with. You can't, and it's no knock to those guys, because those are professional NBA ballers. They made it to a level I could only ever dream about. But you being there's a difference between you and the best player on the team. That's why the best player on the team, if he has a little nick and cranny, a little hurt, whatever, the coach tells him to go sit down and rest up. All of y'all practice is going to go to the whole thing. It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's just a difference. You see what I'm saying? So could you look at Barkley and Philly after they dismantled a championship team from a previous
team was too old,
couple of years?
That Philly team was way too old. It was way too old. They left them together too long. You got everybody 33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
Yeah, but look how they swang an axe at it though. On that draft day in '86, they got the overall number 1 pick, Doherty. And I went back and looked at Doherty's numbers just the other day. And I was like, he has Hall of Fame numbers. Right. He's got better numbers than Yao Ming, and Yao Ming is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Yao Ming skated into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I looked at his numbers. He played, I think, 9 or 10 years. It's better than solid numbers. 19, I think he averaged 19.9 and like 10 rebounds a game or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't do that. But he was the overall number 1 pick. And you literally chopped up everything. You traded that, you traded Moses, you got Roy Hinson, and you did a whole bunch of other things, and you never fit proper pieces around Barkley, and you got him frustrated. You got him so frustrated within 7 years, he wants out.
Yeah. But AD, what I'm telling you is this. So I believe a lineup of say Barkley, Bill Cartwright, and Gerald Wilkins, I think is a decent enough playoff roster. You know what I'm saying? And I know people hate Bill Cartwright, bro. They hate Bill Cartwright. But I like Bill Cartwright, bro.
Yes, we know that. It's well documented. It's well documented. So
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Was it his slow drag up the court? Is that what it was? His slow drag?
No, it was
that impeccable free throw shot.
Oh, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Yeah.
The wind up, the bounce. Bill did like three, 4 bounces, and did the little wind up. And kind of pushed it out there. And Bill was good from the free throw line.
And Bill Russell shot with his fingertips, right? But everything up until the point where he shot it was like watching a Trey Boucher get ready. Like you cranking the shaft, you watch the long arm come up, and then he just shoot it with his fingertips on his toes. But the reason why, for those that don't know, the reason why I like Bill Cartwright or love Bill Cartwright is because as a shorty, I didn't get to feel the Knicks championships. Like those championships are not mine, even though I was alive during that time. I was too young, right? I'm like 4, 5, 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was too young for those championships, right? So the Knicks, by the time I started watching, by the time I started paying attention, the Mets had got old, the Knicks had got old. You know what I'm saying? It was like, these teams that were contenders every year. Like people forget, in 73, the Knicks went to the championship and the Mets went to the World Series, got beat by the Oakland A's in Game 7. People forget about the 73, right? The Mets had a squad, right? But the thing I was getting at is those championship teams started winding down and started being trash. We started getting beat by young teams, fresh legs beating old legs. And so they were like, yo, the Knicks got the number 3 pick in the draft, and they might get them a big man. That's all we need so we can get back to win a championship. And Pearl Monroe was still around. People forget about Pearl. You know what I'm saying? We had a dude named Jim Clemens, who I didn't necessarily like. And y'all know why I don't like Jim Clemens to this day. If I see Jim Clemens to this day, I'm pushing him down. I'm pushing him down right now, and I know he's an old man, older than me.
You about to push down an old man.
Yes.
Hey, that's deep. That's deep seated,
bro. My soul hurt, bro. My soul hurt. This is 45 years of pain that I can't release until I see Jim Clemens.
So many tears, Tupac.
Yeah. And so y'all know why I ain't gonna get into it, because I told the story so many times. Miss Mocha be like, you better not tell that Mr. Williams story at school, clapping erasers. But yeah, man. But the reason why I like Cartwright was because when we drafted him, it was a sign of bright things to come, right? And so we draft Cartwright, and then we draft a dude out of Indiana named Mike Woodson. Right? Then we draft Michael Ray Richardson. And I'm like, we got a young core. You know what I'm saying? We got a young core here. But nah.
Well, look at that, Freezy. Look at that. Look at the 3 guys you just mentioned. And Woodson's game, it fades in my memory, but Michael Ray's doesn't. Michael Ray ran a wing-aided 9.9 in high school.
Jesus.
Right?
Wow.
Michael Ray would have been similar to what's my man down in Houston as far as his just pure athletic ability and speed.
You talking about Jalen Green now?
No. That came from from Washington.
Oh, John Wall.
Yes, just not in his shot and stuff like that in his offensive game, but just in his athletic gifts and being able to go up and down the court. How are you going to have a player like that at the head of the snake with Bill logging it up slowly? You're not going to fast break. You're mismatched. You see, you're not going to get easy shots like that because that's a big man that does not run.
But it was the big man era, bro.
Yeah, and this is why you have to have vision. And Willis Reed drafted those guys because he was the general manager at that time. Okay? You have to have vision. And that's why I always talk about how it's organizations that win championships, and it's the people that you have around you that is seeing where games are going and looking at the young talent coming up. You see, perfect. We made this point before. Boston had the #1 overall pick. They did not take Joe Barry Carroll. Joe Barry Carroll is the exact same thing as Bill Cartwright.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Okay.
So JBC was better than Cartwright.
But I mean,
but I understand what you mean. I understand.
Same thing. That thudding. You know, I get the rebound. You better wait for me to come down there. For what? You're not that dominant in that post position. You're okay offensively. You're better than okay offensively.
Right.
But the game is moving by because look at the Lakers. Okay? They got Magic. They moved out Norm Nixon. They got all these pieces. They kept Cap because Cap was still dominant. He was still, when you get to the offensive part, when you get to the half court sets, he could still hit that 18 to 20, that 20-foot sky hook, no problem. But everybody else, when Magic got that ball and he's busting up the middle, you better run.
Cap was a bucket, and Cap could run. And Cap could still run at 35, 36 years old.
Yeah, you better run. You better run.
And so just real quick, I gotta. You made me do it. So my homeboy Keith from across the street, Keith, if you're watching, was good. When we were shorties, people used to pit us against each other. Like, oh, Uncle Freezy, he likes Sugar Ray, so you can't like Sugar Ray. You gotta like Hearns. Nah, I don't like Hearns. I like the bald head dude on that poster. Who's the bald head dude on that poster in the liquor store? Hagler. That's who I like. Right. So when we was coming up, he would go to the Knicks games, but he would go to the Knicks games to root against whoever the Knicks was playing. Me and him together. I would go and I'd be rooting for the Knicks and say the Sixers. And I told y'all about this game. This one, Charles Barkley dunked on Bill Cartwright 10 times. Chest to chest, belly to belly, and chest to chest. He just dunked on him. Looked him in the eye and was like, I dare you to jump. Cartwright to jump anyway and get yammed on. Right? Keith from across the street would be like, ah! But the day they traded, because he was a Lakers fan, the day they traded Norm Nixon in order to get Byron the Frenchman Scott, he cried outside on his mama car. I'll never forget that as long as I live. He was, and this was back in the day, kids would be outside. You know how people be parked on the street, whatever. And the word came over the radio, right? Breaking news, the LA Lakers trade Norm Nixon, Debbie Allen husband, to the Clippers for the right to draft Byron the Frenchman Scott out of Arizona State. And
get it right. Fine Debbie Allen.
Yes. Fame, I'm gonna live forever. Debbie Allen. Yes, that one. Right? I laughed so hard. Because me and Keith, even though Keith lived across the street, Keith went to Catholic school. Me and him never went to school together. Because his family had bread. My family, we'll talk about something else. Right? But when they now announced on the radio that Norm Nixon, who was the captain of the team, was traded for Byron Scott, it broke his heart. I mean, that fella cried, bro. You ain't never seen somebody. I think my man was like 14, 15 years old, bro.
So he had a BB King situation going. The thrill was gone.
Oh, bro, his soul was hurt. And it's kind of like the Knicks are gonna trade somebody this year that we like, right? It's gonna happen.
Yep.
Somebody this year is gonna get traded. Somebody we like. And my fear is that it's gonna be Obi Toppin, and I'm gonna have to console G-Man for life on every show. I'm like, G-Man, you too old to be crying like this on national TV, bro.
Hey, I just want to shoot this out. Hey, AD, I appreciate what you do, because man, hey, I've been around. I've been around. I'm not a young fella myself, but when you on your show and you dropping those jewels and expounding that knowledge, because it's not only good for the younger fellas that the younger Knicks Nation members, it's good for us that's been around and lived a lot of this too, because some things being that they're not privy to, especially you've never lived in New York, you know what I'm saying, like me. I'm from Louisiana, I'm from the boot, so you put me on the stuff that I didn't know about, or I had a homeboy I was stationed with that was telling me, that filled me in, but then it take you back and you remembering other things. This is that lesson. See, AD, you may have to change yourself and call yourself the Dean.
Dean.
Not the professor, but the Dean.
Well, thank you, my brother. But it's always good for as you just said, for anybody, young people, old people. As time is moving so fast, we forget about the things that made us. You know what I mean? The times, that kind of just took us through, and we forget some of these important moments that, Freezy still want to push down Jim Clemens. You know what I mean?
Still to this day, bruh.
Yeah. I mean, it's just some of these moments where,
and it ain't even his fault. It's not even his fault.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. But he was a part of that. He was a part of that trade. He's a part of that. It's like, for this era, for Met fans, I remember when they traded Tom Seaver.
Yes.
That man bawled his eyes out.
Yeah.
Bald where you as a little kid when you
you got the snot bubbles and you hyperventilate.
Did one of those. Did one of those. They couldn't even. They traded him to show you how bad the trade was. They did it in like the midnight hour when everybody was asleep and everything was down. You kind of woke up the next morning. Tom Seaver traded. I'm not even a Met fan. I'm a Yankee fan. I was like, what? They done traded Tom Terrific.
Yeah, he lost their ever-loving mind.
Put a microphone in front of that man's face. That man was, and it's certain things you can mark. The mood changes. It's like the dark cloud all of a sudden comes over and you can't get from under it. You just can't. And so many organizations go through that. As a Saints fan, you know that.
Man, look, I got a trail of tears, man. I'm like Tupac, so many tears, man. So many tears.
That's why we named the channel this. Not because it's like a cute thing to say, oh, Blorange tears. Nah, bro, this is years. This is
years of pain.
You finding out Clyde Frazier getting traded, right? But there was no warning, no nothing.
It happened.
It just happened,
man. Look, and he's saying that, and you can think. I mean, going back in years, man. Let's the last that when Ewing, the way it went down with Big Pat, man. I feel that's still today, man. That's a deep wound that'll never heal.
Oh, you would have to. I don't care if he walked in butt naked and called somebody, my name is Pat Ewing, bitch. There ain't no way I'm trading you for those bucket of fries and leftover wings. There's no way.
AD, that wasn't even a bucket of fries. those were 9-laters that fell on the floor and had half
on the floor.
to 'em.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't care if you cried your eyes blind, Pat. You could be a free agent. We're not accepting. No, we're
Man,
not.
let me.
What this is.
I can tell you, I was still in. I was in the Navy at the time, and everybody knew I'm a big Knicks fan. Man, when Pat got traded, and I had my homeboy from Uptown there with me, you know, people were talking about it, but man, they were giving me the business, man. And they were giving me the business, man. I felt like the Anthony Hamilton song, Charlene, man.
Yeah, man.
I did. It didn't sit right. I couldn't believe it was like Shirley Murdoch. My world came to an end. It was that kind of moment for me, dog. I mean, seriously, it hurt.
Yeah, and so the thing with Pat though is you had been hearing the grumblings for years, right? Like when Rick Pitino came and they tried to be up tempo with Pitino.
Yeah,
and it was hurting Pat legs. Pat was like, "Listen, man, I can't run this system. Y'all gonna trade me, or we gonna run something else." You know what I'm saying? You heard it then, and then you heard when they had the deal done with San Antonio, Patrick Ewing for David Robinson and $10 million. That was a done deal, and then San Antonio couldn't break the news to David Robinson that they were going to trade him, right? And then they pulled the offer off the table. It was done. Everybody and both front offices agreed to it, and then they pulled back from it, right? Because and the reason why Pat was so mad is because Olajuwon had finally got his pay raise and was the highest paid center in basketball, and Pat was like, "Yo, I ain't getting paid nowhere near what he getting paid, and I'm better than this dude Olajuwon, right?" And at the time, Pat was defensively he was better. Because it was like they compared Pat knew defensive schemes and where to be at, and Olajuwon was a shot blocker.
Yeah, and the thing is, Pat being as big as he was, a big 7-footer, the way he could move,
right?
It was you know he scared. It was scary to see because we didn't see anything like that before. You know,
no, us at center. Who the greatest center you ever saw in a Knicks uniform before Pat Ewing?
Besides Pat.
That's Willis.
And I don't remember Willis Reed being that good with the Knicks. He was good. Don't get me. But I'm saying.
No, I feel
I'm
what
saying
you're saying.
a dude. I'm talking about a dude out scoring 28, 13 rebounds.
Yeah.
Good free throw shooter. Good defender. All that. Willis was great. Willis is a Hall of Famer. But Willis was probably like 19 and 14, and a good defender.
And they also put the right tough. And they also put the better players around Willis where Pat didn't have exactly.
Okay.
Right. You know, because
Willis was more unselfish where those players that they put around him could get more shine. Pat, nah. Pat was like, I'm the man. Yeah, that was his only flaw.
The thing about with Pat too is, I mean, like I said, that Knicks team that we had that we cherish, that team we cherish, hold near and dear to our hearts. In the way, and they overachieved in a lot of ways because of how they played and what they had. They didn't have a lot of superstars and stuff like that. I mean, you had Pat, but then you had a team of enforcers that went in there and they played as one. Defensive, hard nose, hard mind, going in and put in hard work.
Right.
You know,
and
I love that team.
And he overthunk because I always watch those games. And he especially in that final series, he overthunk his positioning and his moves with Olajuwon.
Yes.
And Olajuwon would make you do that. And as I'm watching these games, I'm like, nah, Pat, you got to go up strong. You got to go up strong with him. But because Olajuwon is so athletic, gifted, and lucid, and he can cover. He don't look like he can do all those things, but he can. He can do all of it. He's like Spider-Man. He can do, you know, and he makes you think, well, if I back him down, is he gonna pull the chair out?
Yeah.
You know, so you then begin to rush. You see what I'm saying? You lose patience. You then begin to rush because he's gonna make you do those things, and he can block your jump shot.
Right.
Yeah.
He can block his man's jump shot. is playing in your. I can see it with Pat. He's overthinking some of these things.
Definitely.
Yeah, overthinking it.
I'll say this, and it probably a lot of people may disagree with me, but I do feel that Olajuwon changed the game for the big man. And
Absolutely.
I say that because of look at his footwork.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
His footwork was unbelievable for a man at 6'10" to move like that.
Right.
And it came down to his secret was playing soccer and doing things like that. He expounded the game because I remember watching an interview. He said, "Well, why can't I do what the little guys are doing, the guards are doing,
right,
with the footwork?" And he changed the game.
And you know what else? So just to so Cornerstone Kev is in the building with a new shirt on, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna bring. Hey, so I'm gonna say something to your point though. So Cornerstone Kev, what's good?
Hey, what's good, everybody? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Hey,
Soulfinger.
I wanted to just say something too about Olajuwon because Olajuwon was a run jump athlete, kind of like Mitchell Robinson when he got in the league, right? Run jump. He had no skills. He could catch it, lob threat. He can dunk, all that stuff. Hustle rebounder. But in '86, what Bill Walton and Kevin McHale did to Olajuwon in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where these dudes, two of the greatest bigs to ever play the game, that were probably broken down by then. They use complete fundamentals on Olajuwon.
Yeah,
and you could tell the difference between skill and athleticism, right? Because they were
Freeze. Did Olajuwon play with Sampson at Houston?
I was just about to say they did it more to Ralph.
Yeah. You mean with the Rockets? I thought you meant
with the Rockets.
No, not you.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Virginia. I was gonna say Sampson with the Virginia.
Kev, you think about that five slammer jammer?
Yeah.
But the thing that what they showed off in that series is you don't have to be the best athlete if you have super fundamentals.
Yes,
exactly.
Right. And because Kevin McHale would do Charles Oakley a way that it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right. Like Kevin McHale couldn't move Oakley in the post and would pull him out to about 15 feet and pump fake him and get him up in the air. As soon as Oak jumped, he just jumped into Oakley. And
or hit that jump shot.
And I'm like, he's not gonna go by you. It's Kevin. Man, for the love of God, it's Kevin McHale. You know he ain't gonna dribble. I'm for the pump fake.
I'm gonna say something. McHale is one of my favorite power forwards of all time. People kill me, whatever. The man, yes, I loved his game. The footwork is what killed me. I loved his footwork, his fundamentals. If you got a name, if you known as the man of 1,000 moves, that should say something, man. I mean, seriously. And today, the young fellas, these young cats, these young players, they need to look at that, dig into your history, and bring it back. Because the mid-range game is a lost art. The low post game, because everybody's shooting threes. There's so much money left on the table from the mid-range game and that low post that people just overlook it.
Right. You know what, Soulfinger? I think the last two power forwards, at least for me, that resemble what you were just saying, was Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. Those are the last two. After that, it's like,
oh, geez, man.
What?
Every time I hear the name Kevin Garnett, I think about how the Knicks traded the 19 pick.
Oh, yeah. See, look,
they could have took Kai Jones, who is looking like he's gonna be a Kevin Garnett type player, but we wanted to save money so that we can re-sign Taj Gibson.
Yo, gentlemen, I gotta run, but it was great kicking with all of y'all, man. Sergeant, Freezy, Soulfinger, Kev, y'all know what it is. Knicks, Knicks family for life.
Hey, AD, I came on just to let you know that somebody has a job in the NBA now.
See, he's with the man. He's with the man.
Yes, he is. It will be.
He probably
he can.
But hey, I just say this real quick. Hey, appreciate chopping it up with your dean. I can't call you AD because you the dean, man. You the dean of Knicks University, bro. Deep takes. That's the dean for here on out, as I see it. Because man, hey, your history and the way you break it down, and then it shows you got to know your past to know your future.
That's right.
And you put it all out there like that. I appreciate that. Big up.
I guess he left.
All right, bro.
But Kev, I'm gonna tell you, I was upset because I had my hot take. Frank was in talks. He was in deep conversation and talks with the Hong Kong Hustlers, and he was supposed to be over there, man. He was gonna be the first string water boy.
Wow, so baby, you ain't right, man. You ain't
right. It's all in love.
G-Man, we must have talked you up because what we mentioned, right?
I don't see how.
Well, right before he came in, we talked about when the Lakers traded Norm Nixon for Byron Scott, and my homeboy Keith from across the street cried like a baby. And I think somebody in Knicks universe is going to cry this year once the trade happens, because Knicks fans are thinking the Knicks are going to trade for a small forward, a 6'9" small forward. And if Obi Toppin is in that trade, D-Man for life is going to have to get counseled and consoled for at least 2 years.
Look,
you see how he like? Hey, hold up, Sergeant. You see how he likes to poke the bear? Do you see that? He loves to poke the bear.
No,
he loves to.
What I'm saying is, because if it's RJ Barrett, somebody's got to console me too.
Yeah.
That was the point I'm getting at, Kev. Not just one person.
To be honest, we all look. Nobody's untouchable. Pretty much everybody, truthfully, is untouchable. It's gonna be harder. But there's some players that we all locked in, and everybody like going at as my man Foundation at the Foundation Cornerstone care about Frank. And I was all it's just something about the kid what he was. However, there is a video that I saw him. He was out there modeling and going on and stuff. So I was like, man, he's too busy modeling and not getting his game on. Salute to my man Ala Wise, put me on to that one. So, but we all got players that we like and we want to hold on to. You don't want to see go. For me, I'm gonna tell you, who it was? Spreewell. Man, when we traded Spreewell, man, I was swinging at the air. I was mad.
Yeah, that was a problem.
I was mad. Look, my girl was asking me, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Shut up! Don't talk to me right now. Leave me alone." I was in my feelings, man. I had to go eat some cheeseburgers and go get some carne asada burritos and drown my sorrows in food, man.
Yeah. And Soulfinger, to your point, I was the same way about John Starks when we traded for Spreewell. After everything that had happened, I was really upset that they had traded John Starks, but Spreewell helped get us to the NBA Finals. So there you go. Right. He made me a believer within a few games and everything. So
not that I dislike Spreewell, but
not at all.
Heart and soul, bro.
Yes.
Like when Kev, you remember when a team like the Portland Trailblazers would come in on an 8-game winning streak in the Garden, Clyde Drexler would score 40 points in 3 straight games. Yeah. And then he'd play an undersized John Starks. Drexler was 6'7", Starks is 6'2", right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Starks would lock down Drexler, right?
Yeah.
And we would end a team's win streak, and people would be like, "Man, you seen Pat?" But I'm like, "Hey, Pat didn't guard Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler. Starks did that."
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that too, because Starks. It started with Stark. When Starks got traded, I was upset. Then I was like, okay, we got Spreewell. Spreewell started doing his thing, and I'm gonna tell you when even though we lost to the that championship hurt because I stationed with a cat.
We were undermanned. We were undermanned.
Yeah, we were undermanned. Yeah, and I told him you limped into a championship. You guys won because we were hurt. But this cat from San Antonio was talking trying to deal with that. But they talked about what was that cat named? Rose, something was his name? Jared, whatever Rose.
Malik Rose.
Malik Rose.
No, they had another Rose, not Malik Rose. They had another guy.
They had another Rose?
Yeah, they had another guy. I think his last name was Rose. They kept talking trash about how he was gonna shut down Spreewell. Man, Spreewell dunked on him so hard, man, that cat was never in the scene again. He's been MIA ever since that dunk. When Spreewell came down,
now I got to search now. Yeah,
it was in the championship. He came down there and violated this cat so bad. he dunked on him so bad that I think they actually had the meat wagon in the locker room, took that cat away. He was never seen again. Sprewell caught a body on that one. They talked about this cat like he was going to be the Sprewell stopper. Sprewell went up he violated this cat.
I wish I could do that to Sargent. I really do. You know, just to send him on his way.
So you know what, Freeze? At some point in life, right? I try to be patient. I try to be nice. Notice I have not said anything derogatory about my co-host. Right? I'm trying to be humane this morning. I'm trying,
but you can't. But you can't. You can't.
Hey, so how do y'all like the Pod Couple logo?
I love it.
I love it. That thing is fire. That's fire. Hey, Freezy,
but you missed your. You should really just put my face.
Cap.
No, I'm just saying he should put my face. He should put my face first.
When grown people talking, I'm gonna need for you to be singing. Yeah.
I'm just as grown. You only got 1 year over me, fool.
One. Boy, look. But you call me Geritol. So what does that make you?
Exactly.
That makes us ARP. We AARP. We ARP.
We all AARP candidates right now.
Hey, real quick, to Freezy's point about Starks. Let me ask you a question, and the three of y'all can answer this, and then I gotta go. But why is it that Starks is forgiven for going 2 for whatever, and Charles Smith is ridiculed and destroyed for what he did against the Bulls?
Starks is not forgiven by a lot of things. If you remember Hoodie Cav, I told Hoodie Cav, I said, hey, don't say anything negative about John Starks because I'm trying to get John Starks on the show. And he went off about how John Starks stole gave away a championship, and now I can't get John Starks on the show. So you are so mad at Starks that you have to talk trash about him 30 years later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we trying to get Starks on the show.
30 years.
He's like, and I'm still mad.
Yeah, I mean that hurt because we were up and it didn't go good, and he was hot, and then it was just a bad time to just run out of gas, run out of
cold.
There, man.
Cold.
Yeah. But he was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying he did embodiment that toughness, man. Because you didn't come in the Garden. I mean, first of all, that whole squad wasn't gonna let you come up in there. But Starks was that pit bull. You know, when he up there head to head with Reggie Miller, you know, he headbutting, he got his head all over headbutting Reggie Miller and things like that. Those are the things you remember about Starks, man. And then the fact that he came from nothing to something.
Right.
That's right.
But he's forgiven and Charles Smith is not.
I don't think that he's forgiven. I think that people will talk more about a Charles
let it go
than a John Starks.
Right.
Yeah, because John Starks had a shot in the air to win the Knicks a championship.
Right.
Charles Smith didn't.
Right.
You remember that shot that Olajuwon, if Olajuwon had clipped his fingernails that day?
Yeah.
We probably would be. We probably would have won 3
championships. Probably would not be happy. We probably would not be having the talks that we are having now,
right? Because
we will already have a championship, a recent.
The name of the channel will be Blorange Smiles.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, it would be different. It's just so crazy off one play, the trajectory of our whole organization, the way it went. I mean, from bad dealings, you know, trades and signings, because really. They were trying to get better. It wasn't like you were trying to tie the team up. It's just bad business decisions, man. Bad moves.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. Yeah.
You're in an interrogation room right now. Are you being questioned by law?
Verse 48.
I'm just saying. I know you got to go because you know you only get one phone call and this is it. I'm glad you chose to use it on us. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna get some clippers and cut all the hair off of your face. See, Soulfinger, this is what I have to go through, man. This is exactly what I have to go through.
I ain't the one that's locked up. Don't let me out. Hey, don't let me out. I'm locked up. Don't let me out. No. Remix.
Take care, guys. Love y'all.
Hey, brother.
Be easy, kid.
All right. Be easy.
That's my man, 50 grand right there, boy.
Yeah, man.
No other than the cornerstone.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and if you guys didn't know, if you didn't know, the pod couple, we'll be on tomorrow, Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and set your clocks, and you don't want to miss it. That's the best thing going today. That's like watching the Super Bowl, NBA Finals, all that. That's what you get when you come through and you check out the pod couple. So come on.
Bim. There it is. And there it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So John Talento is in the building. What's good? Tricky Nicky, what's good? Man Child is in the building. And so yeah, I got a wrap right here. I'm gonna probably do like these last 5 minutes, man, and then we'll probably wrap. But what I wanted to get into is the roster. I think this roster is underrated. I don't think we need a 6'5" wingman or 6'9" wingman. I think we got what Tibbs wanted.
Yeah. On paper, it looks nice, right? I got to see these guys in action because chemistry is one thing, right? We talk a lot about that. But on paper, I agree. I'm satisfied with the roster that we have because it's the best roster we've had in a while.
Yes, right? Yes, so, yes. Say it again.
I can't complain about the roster that we have. Now, can we improve on the roster? Absolutely. This is a work in progress, but what we have right now, I would not go out and be, trading the farm for a specific player at a specific position. Because to your point, Freezy, I believe that what we have right now is serviceable, right? So as we start the season and we get through training camp and the season starts, if we see that there's room for improvement or if there's opportunities out there, then yeah, go ahead and make the smart that business decision to improve the squad. But right now, as the roster is currently constructed, I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Yeah, you know what? It's I'm cool with the roster, but it's just a concern. And like I said, we have to see it come into action and see how these players, how things come together. It's like I said, I always say it's always everything comes. It's bound together. It's bound to come together like butt cheeks at the end of the day. So, but I do have a little concern about that 6'9". I like I said, I've been saying it the whole time. I feel G on what he's saying, and I'm a little bit of some of the old school mentality because you would like to have some long players. I want some long athletic players. Granted, you say that's Kevin Knox. We give Knox his chance because this is his last leg, man. Yeah. This is his last leg. He had a red shirt year, but he's going to have to put it together, man. He's got to get in there and make his presence felt. He's got the physical gifts. He just got to it's his confidence and basically his confidence and what's between his ears, man.
So if Knox gets burned, whose minutes is he taking?
Obi.
Possibility.
They don't set a position.
And see, the thing is, as a 3, he could probably say that's going to be the thing because we are in a position of logjam. I think Obi. See, I'm hoping that when regarding Obi, I want Obi to take some minutes from Julius because I don't want Julius playing those long. I want him to be ready for the second half of the season and playoffs.
Right.
I would like to see Obi getting more time. But when it comes to Knox, see, Knox is going to be one of those situational guys, man. He really is. He's in the position. And for some reason, they see something. There's a lot of things that we don't see because we're not privy to.
Right.
And in practice, Knox could be one of those cats that practice. This cat's a beast in practice, but then game time, he just can't get it together.
He just have lapses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because, I knew players like that, man. You look at him in practice like, man, he's a monster.
Right. And you know what? And I'll give you an example. So our company, our platoon had a guy, he was an expert sharpshooter at the range. Mm-hmm. Expert, right? Expert. But when we went on bivouacs, as our lead man, he could, bruh. You talking about somebody getting smoked Bro, you know how you do the field, the FTXs against other companies in the military, in the army?
Yep.
Man, we would have on the Miles gear, and everybody would be beeping. And you like, why is everybody beeping? So he was, you know, listen, he ran the fastest 2-minute mile. Right. He ran this 2-minute mile in the tens, like, you know,
wow.
10, 18.
He could have been running track.
Yeah, 10, 18, 10, 20. Yeah. And a G-Man, and he was big. He was like 6'2", about 185. He was a big man. Yeah. So he was about 6'2", 190, 185, something. So he would kill it in the classroom. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, so I was chemical, so you know they make us take all these tests all the time.
Oh yeah, you stayed.
We stayed in the books, right?
Yeah.
Because we had to share, we would like shared knowledge, like everything we learned, we had to pass it on. Like we would be NBC NCOs for other companies,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And or when your company came to the field, we had to test you to see if you were, you know, chemical ready.
Right.
But every time we put him at the point, our Miles gear will go off. You know what I'm saying? We like, what the, bro? You the package. You the package, right? You my man doing 80 push-ups on the PT test. He running the 2 mile and 10 something.
Yep.
He an expert on the range. He killing it in the classroom.
Right.
But when it come time for us to show and prove,
our
Miles gear keep going off. He the one that you know what I'm saying, you be in a certain place, like, and I'm just saying FTX, say you go to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, you know they send you there to do FTX with another company. You out in the field, and he be the one that fall asleep on guard duty
and get everybody killed,
and everybody Miles gear going off.
Yeah, can't get right.
You in a formation in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? And not a big formation. You know what I'm talking about, G-Man.
Yeah.
You know how you search all your vehicles and you get there and the tail lights be the light and somebody had the flashlight with the red cover over it.
That's right.
And he be out there fussing everybody out by the diesel cans. You know what I'm saying? And
That's right.
They're like, Uncle Freezy, you did the guard list. What are you doing? Get in the front lean and rest. I'm in the front lean and rest.
Well, he's still talking.
Yeah. And I'm like, Marshall, why every time, bro, your guard duty time was from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. How you falling asleep?
And he went to sleep. But that's people. You have people
that's Kevin Knox
that perform well in a controlled environment, right?
Right.
So when because in that controlled environment, people feel like I can't be hurt. There's no threat to my life. There's no threat to my livelihood. I'm just out here doing my thing, right? You asked me to do this one specific task. I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I have no other distractions. But when you're supposed to take all those elements of your game, put them together, and then go exercise them in real time, then you get the deer in the headlight look, right? And then you got your head coach standing on the sideline like, we just went over this in practice. What are you doing? This is why you don't play. What are you doing?
Right.
What's really going on right now? So, I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to be Kevin Knox's make or break season, right? So we will know what's going to happen with one Mr. Kevin Knox based on if he gets burned or not. And the only position that I see him, well, not the only, the position that I would like to see him at is the 3.
Yeah,
but he ain't going.
I mean, I don't see, because I'm telling you right now, I don't. To Soulfinger's point, I would love to see Obi play at the 3, but Obi's foot speed is not there. He would get beat like
they beat him like a drum. He get beat like the Grambling State drum line.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to see that. We just went through this whole thing that Obi was supposed to be NBA ready and all blah 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 blah. I ain't even get into all that. If Kevin Knox wants burn, he's going to have it at the 3. So it would be between him and Burks.
Right.
So that would be, whatever that rotation is right there, right? And that's not even counting. We're talking him coming off of the third squad right now. So right now he's not even in the rotation at all.
Nah, he ain't in
at all.
So really, truth be told, I actually have Deuce ahead of him.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, Deuce, well, because of the position, Deuce is going to get more burn. But then I think he's going to be fighting for position with Grimes. Seriously.
Right.
I mean, again, this is one of those things, and I think just by virtue of him being the elder statesman, that Tibbs will give him the opportunity to go out there. He's going to provide him the opportunity to fail at the end of the day. So, and again, we don't know what's going on in practice. We don't know who's giving who the business in practice. That matters too. We don't see that. So again, I mean, this is going to be this Kevin Knox. This is his year to pass or fail. This is it. This is the creme de la creme right here. So at the end of the day, there's no one left to blame but Kevin Knox.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, they picked him up for a reason. There's something that we don't see that they see because they got him. So they picked him up. And it takes some players. I mean, you could also say it's the Julius Randle effect. Julius he was good, but he just wasn't at the way he's at now. And it just takes the right coach to unlock certain situations. You never know. That may be Frank in Dallas. Frank may get on lock, but I mean, Frank had more opportunities than Kev as well.
Yeah. And Knox had some bad luck too, because I would have liked to seen him play in Summer League this year. And it's unfortunate that he had that COVID thing go on that he couldn't play. But and I think if I'm a Knox guy, I would be a little bit more motivated to say, okay, I hear all these people, I hear all these doubters, and I'm about to go and show and prove. So that's that whole thing. Shut up and dribble, go play ball. Don't you ain't got to be in front of cameras and telling people what you're gonna do. Let your game speak for itself.
For sure. Hey, shout out! Hey, that's my home state boy right there. My home state homeboy, Jarvis LaFleur,
Louisiana.
Yes, indeed. The boot up in here,
bro. I have a love-hate relationship with Louisiana.
Hey, look, right? I'm from there, and I do too. So,
and it's if you ever meet a clique of people there, man, they love you forever. G-man, I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
That if you ever meet some people in Louis, bruh, like they still hit me up on Facebook. When you coming down here?
Yeah.
Coming down here. Yeah. I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I'm talking about like family, bro. Like I had a tragedy. I told one of them, man, all of them was hitting me up. But bruh, the roads down there.
Oh man, look, we ain't gonna talk about them. Yeah, man, look.
Oh, yeah, hey, you can't drive your whip in Louisiana. I'm telling you.
No, you better not. You better go get a
when you hitting them outside them roads out. Oh yeah, bro, it's a wrap. We don't have potholes. They got canyons.
Yes, for real. Yes.
And what's bad about them is you can't see them until you get right up on. Like there's a back road that go from Fort Polk, Louisiana. Mm-hmm. To Alexandria. The mall was about an hour away.
Yeah.
Bruh. I rode with Sarge. I forget what Sarge's name was. But he had a low rider. He got.
Oh yeah, he was done.
Done.
His transmission was all jacked up and ripped up.
I bought and I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a 1980 Saab. Right? It was it was a piece of. It was a POS. How about that? But it was all black, had nice black tinted windows, had rims on it. Mm-hmm. And I bought it from a used car guy right outside the post. Like as soon as you walk out off post,
out the gate,
right there.
Yeah,
right there.
Those spots were known. They put them right by the base.
Yeah.
Every military installation, they got those. You got about 3 or 4 of them around the base.
For a sucker like Uncle Freezy. I mean, man, I had $2,000 in the bank. My man was like, yeah, I'm trying to let it go for 2. And I was like, I ain't got 2. Because in my mind, that's all I got. If I buy this car, I can't even shine my boots. I can't even buy no kiwi.
Right?
So he let me get it for 14. He's like, since you look like a good young man, I'll let you get it for 14. Bruh, G-Man, when I tell you that the car cut off on me on the way home, he knew it was a lemon, knew that the check engine light was on, the check engine light was hollering. The check engine light was like a cheerleader on the dashboard. You know what I'm saying? The check engine light was, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But the girls, when they saw that black on black, that black paint and that black tint and the wheels.
There you go.
And it was a foreign car too.
There you go.
And then you get out with you get out, they know you're not from there. Where you from now yet?
Yeah. Oh girl was like, come see. It's like, come see. Come see what? But you can't judge people on the way they talk because we all talk funny based on where we from.
That's right.
That's why we don't judge.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't judge, bro. I don't listen. I love all people from and listen, I say this a lot. I've been to a lot of places and been in a lot of weird spaces and seen a lot of faces.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But the thing I learned about people, for the most part, is people just want to commune, kick it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't judge. I don't care, because I remember, man, listen. I met a dude named Williams, right? His family was Haitian. And right, I didn't know there was a Caribbean thing, like a Jamaican Haitian thing. At least it was going on in our company, and it shouldn't have been because we was young and stupid. Right. We were young and stupid. When you're 19, you don't know. You do a lot of stupid stuff. But I learned by this dude. I was like, yo, Haiti. I don't even know where that's at. Where's Haiti at? And he was like, it's you need to do your history on Haiti. And that's why I always shout out Haiti, because I did do my history.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that Haiti is legit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what I'm getting at is when you go around the world and meet all these different people, man, everybody is just like you, just from different places. That's why in our chat over here, see, with people that I meet, I'm open to the people that come on and jump in. I'm open as long as you ain't a jerk.
Right.
Come on. As long as you ain't an idiot. Oh, even better. Long as you're not a menaceful idiot. You can be an idiot. But as long as you ain't a menace.
With an agenda? Yeah.
We good.
Facts.
We good. Because I heard some takes on this channel. I'm like, got the bro like, but.
Well, you know what? Because me and G-Man talked about something like that. Me and G-Man had a nice little. It was a couple of days ago, wasn't it, G-Man?
Yep. About a day or two ago. Yep.
Yeah. The exact same thing.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, but y'all, I got to get out of here because I got some thumbnails to do, some logos to create, and then I got to get some sleep and get ready for Knicks Freestyle tonight at 7:30.
7:30.
They say it's the best show on the channel, Knicks Freestyle.
They lie, but it's okay.
I gotta do some thumbnails for them and do one for the pod couple.
That's the best show on the internet right there. 6:30 Thursday, every Thursday 6:30.
Yep.
Your man G-Man and that little fella that sit next to me
with the new shirts.
Yeah. Him too. Him downstairs.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to say something too. Thank y'all, man, for the conversation. Y'all make this so fun for me that sometimes I sit here and don't say nothing. I'll listen. I just do like this right here, and I'll be listening to y'all, man. Y'all be rocking, and y'all take control of this thing, man. And it'd be like, bro, I'm as entertained as people in the chat. So I appreciate y'all, man. We gotta do this more often. Have these conversations, man. You know what I'm saying, and share with everybody. So just again, one thing real quick. Again, Cully, is going to be the host of the Knicks at Night podcast on Thursday nights going forward. Right? I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Got to get the Knicks at Night podcast, the logo, and all that stuff, man. So when people will recognize, what I'm saying, what it is. Subliminal 209 gonna be on. Excited about that. Excited about what the future looks like for the Knicks at Night podcast, for the pod couple, for Knicks Freestyle, for Knicks Versus, for old school Knicks. And we got another joint coming. It's gonna be a nerd show about data, and I know y'all gonna enjoy it because I'm gonna be the antagonist on there. So, but anyway, fellas, y'all want to say something before we get out of here?
Hey, real quick. So as you're shouting out all these people for doing all these great things, one thing that cannot go unnoticed is I need for everyone to give a thumbs up in the chat for Uncle Freezy for allowing us to have a platform to be able to do these things, right? So this is, I always tell him, he's the hardest working man on the internet right now. I'm
Freezy Brown.
That's it. He got about 18 jobs. I'm telling you, I don't know when he sleep. This dude not only burning the candle at both ends, but the product that comes out at the end of the day is always fire. You know what I'm saying? We don't put no bomb stuff out there for the people to see. So, Freeze, I want to tell you from me personally, thank you for everything that you do and the grind that you're on, and that just makes me want to grind harder because we want this thing to be legit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that. Man.
Yeah. I just want to say, hey, shout out, congrats, Cully. Everything with his show. To the other pod, not pod, the other channels. Because we're not it's just Jay Boogie put it out. We're not podcasts. These are channels. These are stations.
Right.
We up under WW Uncle Freezy. This is his network. He's putting it together. So, and I appreciate letting me in the door because I know I have I'm gonna get real country with it, a throw it off way of thinking and stuff. But I appreciate it. It's all good fun, man. Because like I said, that kind of banner that we had going earlier, it took me back to my days when I was out in the field with the fellas or on the ship. You deployed and you say in the barbershop. That's how you get down, man. So and it's all in love, it's all in fun. And the thing about it is the content that you bring, you have different varieties, different channels, different shows for everybody. And the thing is you learn so much because I've been learning more as I've been on myself. So, tell everybody right here, hey, use your soul finger and hit that button, man. Use your soul finger and hit that button and get it up. Them. Hey, and appreciate it again.
Yeah, y'all. So I appreciate that, brethren. And so Knicks Freestyle tonight at 7:30. It's gonna be fire because I got some topics, man. I'm going straight for their neck. As a producer, I'm going for their neck before the show starts. So by the time they get to y'all, they're going for y'all next. In the immortal words of the great American poet Eric Sermon, we putting heads to bed. We straight out the box. MCs are jumping out, shoes and socks.
Boy, look at here.
That is what it's going to be like tonight. Putting the heads to bed, we straight out the box. MCs are jumping out, shoes and socks. That's what it's going to be like. Because I got some stuff for them, and they hate when I do it right before. Because we talk before we go on.
Yep.
And so sometimes they'll say something to me like, "Yeah, I want to piddle paddle around." They say something and it bothered me. It'd be like, yo, why are we even doing a show if we just gonna talk about, and then so I do something to get them going and they like when I do that. And I think that's the reason why they do it. You know what I'm saying? So but anyway, Knicks Freestyle will be here tonight, be on tonight. 7:30. Y'all tune in for that. And on that note, we'll see y'all later. Holla.
Peace.